Hey, John Gonzalez. Hey, Sabic. I'm on thin ice right now with Taco Tuesday, but I think I can manage as long as I keep my movements minimal. Otherwise, it's a decent night. I'm not dying. Yeah, Jans. Hey, Mandy. I was playing a lot of, what is it? Fractal Block World earlier. Trying to grind up some, upgrades. Probably be streaming that. It depends on how I feel tonight, if I stream it tonight or tomorrow. Because I got nothing going on tomorrow. Hey, Dr. Coconut. So I saw there was a weird mod in the Snooper archive. Like, pull it up. What was it? Columbo sword, the secret ingredient is blood demo. I feel like that. I don't know what that one entails, but it's a snoot related mod. Maybe I'll do that one before Bad Apple. Weird, yeah. Sounds a bit concerning. Maybe. I mean, it was a tiny demo compared to others. Or just file size, I mean. Is it anti-colonialism garbage? Who knows? I mean, if it is, we can make fun of it. Mod based on the Lieutenant Columbo show. I don't know what that is. Also, did you hear, I guess Pokemon lost one of their lawsuits with Pal World. I'll have to play that one on stream again one of these days. I did play a bit of it off stream. I still feel like I've hit the skill wall with that game. And again, I think that game's made for more of multiplayer rather than solo play, and that's probably why it's so hard. Comedy equals tragedy. Tragedy plus time. No, comedy equals strategy. Oh, you gotta be strategic with your comedic timings. Hey, Blitzy. You mean you don't know Columbo, the crime show starring Peter Falk? No, I don't recall. I don't watch much TV. I haven't watched it. When I was a kid, most of like what I watched was just like Nickelodeon, maybe some PBS, maybe a little MTV, sometimes Comedy Central. I was vanilla as they came. I was more of a gamer. Isn't it detective movie? I don't know. I do not want to roll wrong, please. Stretch. I've been learning not to clench as much for the tailbone, because I think that's doing more damage than good. And I'm trying to do kind of like a crab walk exercise with like, what is it? Kind of like mini squats in between. I mean, so far today hasn't been as horrible as yesterday, and I don't even remember really what I did yesterday that triggered this. All I did was go for a walk, come back, and bed rot again. I don't know. The more this thing evolves, the less I can adapt to it, and that's what scares me. They press Mario. Through pills and despair, Ben will get up of the cuck chair. Free Ben. Free Benenstein. You'll definitely recognize it if you research it. Maybe. I'm pretty sure it's the chair. Where did that Mia sprite come from? The one on right here? The one on screen right now? That was, I took that from the Snoop board. Just look up Mia GIF. It's one of the few GIFs up there. Poor Ben, he's gonna get stuck with Mia in the whole time. I don't think he's getting stuck with Mia. Yeah, we're already past the 5-minute mark, so we'll probably start. What is up with my stream deck? Whatever. Yeah. Where we left off. Is it this? I'm assuming so. Alright. Ben broke up with Mia last stream, yeah. Just something I remember Liz telling me once, that he's always trying to bring someone into their friend group to get Olivia to come out of her shell. Yeah, 'cause that worked out so well. But leaving that aside, he and Liz have been very good friends. Yeah, but so what? If you try and make friends with everyone, you're bound to make a few decent ones. But the law of averages says you'll come across more assholes looking to fuck you over. So is it worth it? I don't... If you're saying it should be more... Oh, that was an auto text. Oh boy. If you're saying I should be more selective with whom I befriend... No, I'm saying you should stop being a fucking naive retard and start actually thinking for yourself. Why do you care, though? I don't, one way or the other. You came over here to watch the movie and drink beer. I came because I felt like hanging out. If my company's not appreciated, I can fuck off right now. She takes a long pull from her beer, removing it from her lips with a refreshed gasp. Look, I'm a little fascinated by you. Though fuck knows why. After last year, when you let me and Ben walk all over you, I was ready to write you off as another worthless pawn who don't know how the world works. Then, you knocked me out. With that angry dodgeball the first day back. And I won't lie, I wanted to kill you. But Solly stopped me, and I guess he means as much to me as Idakin did to you or Livy. He's a real mean son of a bitch. He'll yell at you, run you till you pass out, And he'll even throw dodgeballs at you if he thinks you're weak and need a reality check. But he's honest, honorable. He'd never throw you under the bus for anybody else, not even himself. As far as I'm concerned, he's better than Anakin ever was. She downs the rest of her beer, then opens two more, pressing one into my hand. I take a long pull myself. So I guess he's the exception to the rule about everyone being out for themselves. Maybe. Or maybe it's because he's so strong that nobody would want to fuck with him, so he don't need to do that. He's all might makes right and will to power. Who'd want to cross him? And maybe that's why I'm here. Because against all odds, you survived his class and earned his respects. Even when you wanted to give up twice. He wouldn't let you. He told you to get angry. And so you did. There was a lot of anger in that dodgeball you hit me with. There was, and I'm not proud of it. No, Winky, be proud. Embrace your anger. It exists for a reason. You had a lot of pent-up anger. And after all the shit you've been through, I don't blame you. Her gaze softens as she raises the glass to her lips. Wait, I thought we were drinking straight from the bottle. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Besides, I don't feel like Mia would drink alcohol unless it's like wine from a glass, but this is like beer. I want you to be honest with me now. Were you angry at me? A little. Oh, no. Let me adjust the headset. Only a little. I was more angry, not her. Glass bottle, I guess, sure. But she fucked over what was supposed to be your special night, right? Choice? No choice. Yes! I finished the rest of the current beer and Mia hands me another. It was supposed to be the best night of my life. I had everything. The fancy clothes, the limo, and Damien and Liz rode along with us. For once, I was going to be in the limelight, and not just the loser human outcast. And she robbed you. Again. You know what you're trying to do, and it won't work. What won't work? You're trying to get me angry at Olivia. We're just talking here. You didn't tell me you weren't already. Don't like slow text. I know it's trying to emphasize like voices and stuff, but I don't know. It never hit with me. I take a deep, calming breath. Well, that doesn't mean I want to stay bitter at her. Just because I asked her to leave yesterday doesn't mean I did it out of spite. I just didn't want her, or anybody, pushing me around anymore. I don't want to hate her, or anyone. You hate her? I don't know. I don't want to know. It was supposed to be my night. It was snatched away from me like everything else. I went from being the best night to the worst. Do you have any idea what that's like? To be on top of the world only to plummet into an abyss? I felt like I wanted to die. Yeah. I wanted to be someone for once, and not a slave to the status quo. You know, I was nervous, but also excited on my first day. I was proud of my new jacket. I couldn't wait to show it off to my new classmates. And they saw the jacket all right, but it's like that's the only thing they saw, and not the guy wearing it. It was just that human, and that's all they cared about. Is that so bad, though? I mean, you kind of set yourself up for disappointment, getting your hopes up and all. And I'm not trying to be mean for once, I'm just pointing this out. If you just kept your guard up and stayed that human in the jacket, you could have stayed, I don't know, safe from their bullshit. That's not what I wanted, though. I wanted friends, and I didn't want to be alone. Yeah, well, sorry you had to learn the hard way that friends are just there to let you down. That's why I don't bother letting anyone get too close to me. Don't you get lonely, though? Who cares? No offense. But that's kind of sad. Whatever. At least no one's manipulating me. Even if it makes me a bitch, no one's going to make me play their stupid games. But you did play a stupid game. A lot here. I don't even know where this is from. Or that. But you did play a stupid game. But you did play a stupid game and you nearly got expelled for it. Excuse me? I'm saying you got played last year. You lost your temper, just like Solly warned. You played a stupid game with Olivia, and you paid the price for it. You said so yourself that they fucked you back. Honestly, you deserve to get expelled for that. And even though you didn't, you still missed the formal. Oh no, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. She grabs my jacket. You little shit. You're just like the rest. You wait for me to drop my fucking guard just so you can shove the knife in, huh? It takes me a moment to register her face in mine. You dropped your guard? Yes, for once, because I thought you were different. I shrug as though we're still carrying on a polite conversation. Well, look, if you can't tell it like it is, then so can I. If you can tell it like it is, then so can I. You have no excuses for what you did. Solly said so. You try so hard to control others, but you can't even control yourself. You gave up trying to control your anger for Solly. Oh no, she's crying. Oh no. Fuck you. Tears are streaming down her snout. I noticed her tail poised above her head like a scorpion stinger ready to strike. My fight-or-flight instincts kick in, giving me momentary sobriety. I swallow nervously, not daring to look away and wondering if this is it. Was that moment of clarity worth it? It came over. More! All the beer bottles just laying around. Then her tail lands with a thump on the couch and her grip loosens. Animations in my mod. Be gentle, please. I'm not weak like you. You were weak enough to lose control of your anger, though. Not like we lost control yesterday on Olivia. Oh, who are we to judge? I don't know where this keeps coming from. It's like I can't control my dumb mouth with all this beer in my veins. And who knows what's keeping Mia from killing me right now. Weak. I was weak when I was little. I just didn't want to be picked on anymore. Oh no. Uh-oh. Stranger danger. She comes undone now, slumped in her spot on the couch. She takes her jacket off, revealing more of her pink scales. She looks at me, lips trembling. I can see why this took a while now. New sprites. Let's go. I reach over and gently put a hand on her shoulder. She winces at my touch as though ashamed to be showing weakness, then relaxes with a sigh. I'm not surprised. Would you like to see the photo I submitted for the art contest? The one she replaced, right? Yeah. Pulling out my phone, I access my portfolio and hold up the picture for her to see. A moth? Yeah. I saw its cocoon moving, so I waited hours for it to emerge and spread its wings. I made sure I had the perfect shot and composition. And she just cast this aside like it was nothing. She leans forward and plants her lips on mine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel her tongue in my mouth and her arms encircle me. She removes my jacket then, still holding me, falls backwards until I'm on top of her. Mia, what are you doing? I'm drunk. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm like 15 beers in right now. Just please. Let me drop my guard for once. Oh no. Where was Ben in the cup chair? He's nowhere to be found. The shrill cry of the alarm tears me from the deepest sleep like a bolt of lightning piercing the darkness. Turn that fucking thing off. Consent matters. I roll from bed, my head greeting the carpet with a headbutt. We're doing the old Anon routine. Your own. Phone in my hands, I fumble through a brain fog of grogginess and disorientation. Silence the damn thing. My alarm is preset to wake me at this time every day of the week, Monday through Friday, though I wish now it wasn't. I feel like I could sleep until noon. How late were they up? God damn it. Whose voice is that? Wait, whose voice is that? In my haste to fumble for the smartphone, I thought the voice I heard was from a remnant of some dream. Mia. Mia's sleeping in my bed. After Jesus, what happened last night? Oh no, Oh no, you're pregnant, Mia! Flood of memories push their way to the present while I snatch my clothes off the floor and dress myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I reach for my boxers, but instead find Mia's panties. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. I drop them and grab the proper undergarments. Boy, come to think of it, for being such a tomboy, Mia's underwear is surprisingly lacy and frilly. My face heats up like a stove at the involuntary thought. It grows even hotter when yet more memories of the night before emerge. It's enough to make my heart race like Solly had just made me sprint a mile. Fully dressed, I turn hesitantly to my bed. She's all naked! Put some clothes on! Put some clothes on! Mia's sitting up with her back against the bed frame. She's drawn the blankets to her chest and is looking at me with an unreadable expression. She must have been watching me dress, which means she saw me pick up her panties before finding the right clothes. Based. The next generation is secured. Morning. My voice comes out in a hoarse croak. Oh, geez, we got drunk last night. If this is what a hangover feels like, then I never want to get drunk again. Morning. Her voice comes out in a similar croak, like she's been parched for water. Is this how Olivia feels on a regular basis? Yeah, Olivia just underage drinks every night, because she can't live with herself. Thinking of Olivia causes me to feel immense shame and guilt on top of the myriad of other confusing thoughts. I need a shower. Same here. You can use my parents' bathroom. They're not here anyway. Okay. I hand the pink and red parasaur my bathrobe and lead her to the master bedroom with its enormous adjacent bathroom. Then I head to my own bathroom. 10 minutes later, I head down to the kitchen. I could still hear Mia showering when I went downstairs. There's some time to make something for the both of us. Is this going to be a choice? Now, what would a hungry parasaur like for breakfast? Bowl in my hands, I fill it with the variety of fruits I asked my parents to get me, and then set it on the island counter. Then I set about making toast and coffee, but not before popping a sausage and egg biscuit into the toaster oven. The coffee maker sputters to life with deep-sea diver gurgles, and I stand before the window and think. Me and I had sex last night. The thought is so unbelievable that I have to repeat it to myself. Oh no. Oh no. There's definitely going to be a pregnancy ending, isn't there? My memories are hazy from having been drunk, which is ironic because I do remember a feeling of hyperreality coming over me the more intoxicated I became. Sensations and feelings have become stronger, as though each moment felt like its own little pocket of existence that I didn't want to leave. Reaching through the hazy memories, I recall a few moments and focus on them. There was at first surprise, then fear, and then a desire to let go and surrender to what was happening. My hands had gained a mind of their own as they explored every inch of her to satiate my sudden wild curiosity. There was moments I feared she'd come to her senses and slap me, and though she was the one urging it on, a part of me is wishing she had. Then we went to my room, and what followed was like nothing I could have been prepared for, but it easily eclipsed everything else in my mind. I even thought that going through all that misery with Olivia the past 2 months was worth it just for that moment. And thinking about that makes me feel horribly guilty. I'm remembering a conversation my dad and I had once. It was one of those awkward talks he could never work up the courage to have with me unless he had a few drinks in him first. I wish we could have had more talks like that, he and I, but this one stuck with me. Inko, sex is different for men and women. For men, it's like a romp through the park, or a fun day at the amusement park. When you're in the moment, you feel alive and carefree, and eventually you lose interest, get bored, and want to do something else. But for a woman, it's nothing like that. For her, it's something transcendent and spiritual. She's surrendering a part of herself to you that means more than you can imagine. This is something I learned the hard way. Once, when I was a few years older than you are now, I was hanging out with some friends from school, one of whom was this girl. And she and I were just friends and nothing more. To me, she was no different than one of my guy friends, just another person with similar interests. But this one time we all hung out and got drunk, and something came over me and I started looking at her a certain way. Then she started giving me the same expression. One thing led to another, and, well, I didn't think much of it at the time, other than I had scored, but I was surprised the next week at school when her attitude towards me changed. She started smiling at me in a certain way and suddenly cared more about what I thought. She even pressed herself against me when we walked from class to class. Like she just wanted to be with me all the time. It was like having a girlfriend, only I didn't feel that way towards her. Naturally, that relationship was doomed to fail. In only a couple of weeks, she and I broke up. And our friendship was never the same again. I always felt really bad about that. But it taught me an important lesson. Never do that with a girl unless you really feel something for her. You could end up causing yourself a lot of trouble. I got off lucky, but I heard stories of guys who had done worse done to them by a scorned lover after one night of an impulsive passion. The full weight of his story and his warning crashes down on me. This is like the Stella tarot card part, right? Did you have a good shower? Yeah, your folks got a real fancy bathroom. Except I'm still wearing these soiled clothes. Yuck. Don't you have a clean change of clothes in your gym locker? Yeah, I do. It ain't my usual wardrobe, but... You're not suggesting we go to school. I don't want to miss any classes. I did kind of promise Sally I wouldn't slough any more classes neither. Plus, I don't think they'd believe me if I called in sick again. Breakfast? God, yes. She perches on a stool, grabs a pear, and bites into it with a wet crunch. I set the toast and coffee on the counter and put my breakfast sandwich on a plate. Mia pours a fresh batch of Joe into the mug. I indicate a milk and orange juice I also set on the counter. Be sure to hydrate plenty too. She nods impatiently while peeling a banana. My dad told me that being hungover is the body experiencing extreme dehydration. I know. So really, when you think about it, being hungover is like dying of thirst. Yeah, it sucks. Wish I could just hook an IV up to my arm as a hangover preventative. That's a good idea. Or better yet, just stop drinking altogether. It fucks up your body and isn't worth it. Not to mention, beer has plant estrogen, which gives dudes bitch tits. Now that I think about it, Dad doesn't have the best physique. I'm planning on making that a habit anyway. Good, you shouldn't. She spreads avocado and peanut butter mixed with coconut oil on a piece of toast. I've heard avocado is a superfood. It is. If I could only eat one kind of fruit for the rest of my life, it'd be this. So you're pretty health conscious. You gotta be if you want to stay in tip-top shape. If there's one thing I agree with the fucking hippies on, it's that most food today is garbage they feed us like we're pigs. I even tried that synthetic meat once. I nearly threw up. It was so fucking disgusting. It's garbage made from soy and other nasty shit. I feel stupider for having brought that up with the pains. She picks up Olivia's anime box set from Saturday, and I set it on the counter as a reminder to take it with me to return to its rightful owner. Is this Livy's? Yeah, she chucked it at my head in anger. Watch, now Mia's gonna destroy it. Bet. The little baby threw herself a temper tantrum, huh? Don't feel bad. At least you don't have to watch this shit. Looks like one of them's a show that's... Wait. Looks like one of them shows that's like 5,000 episodes long where the hero has to constantly train to defeat the next strongest being in the universe of the week. I take it you don't like anime? Fuck no. Look at this crap. I always hated those creepy giant eyes and overly expressive faces. I swear, Aspies like this shit for the same reason they like Thomas the Tank Engine. Is Olivia high-functioning autistic? Oh no. Oh no. You know, now that you mention it, she could be. I'd rather not talk about her like that behind her back. You're right. You shouldn't be thinking of her. You should be thinking of me. I swallow nervously. So, are we boyfriend and girlfriend now? Of course we are. Unless you just thought it was a one-night stand. A wham-bam thank you, ma'am. No, it wasn't that. So what was it? Unexpected. Look, Mia, I didn't wake up yesterday expecting to end the day losing my virginity. Fair enough, and I guess I did kind of seduce you and all. But come on, you can't say you and me didn't share something special last night. Oh God, Dad was right. Just keep calm and be honest. Don't get yourself killed. Now, did you feel something special? Is this gonna be a choice? Okay, it's not, I was gonna say we're gonna die, guys. Ow. Fucker. We're gonna fucking die, one way or another. You can attack my pride, but not my fucking animes, bitch. Well, Inca wasn't isn't a weeb, so it's not Anon. Actually, yes, I recall one moment now where she had been looking up at me with an expression I never seen before. It almost looked helpless, like she was pleading for help. I remember feeling sympathy for her and a desire to protect her. We did, and I won't forget it. Damn right. Can I just ask you one question, though? What? Why me? Why not? I guess I just didn't figure you would ever go for a loser like me. You're not a loser. She sounds sincere. And in case you couldn't already tell, I've always had a thing for dorky, nerdy guys shorter than me. I mean, it tracks. It tracks. Thanks, I think. That said, I think you'd look good in a leather jacket. Or maybe I could dress like Barry Holly. Hey, now you're talking. I didn't know you liked the classics. I mean, we were talking about some of the classics. I don't know which era, but we were talking classics yesterday. Not really. I just seen a movie about him, and I don't know much about rock music from that time period. Oh, what kind of music do you like? Mumble rap? No, don't say mumble rap. Is this all just the choice don't matter? You know, just whatever's on the radio. Who is messaging me? Hold on. It's over. Well, remind me to share my playlist with you later. I know all the best rock and metal from all the decades. You think she'd get along with Olivia with that, but whatever. Will do. Oh, and one other thing. I remember what you told me last night. I love you, Mia. What did I... Last text I'm gonna answer. Be sure to answer that at the end of the stream. What did I... Oh, that. Yeah. You're right. I did do something stupid, as much as I hate to admit it. I thought I could get away with using Olivia, and you made me lose my temper. No, I lost my temper. You didn't make me do anything, and because of that, I got us all in trouble, and we could have wound up fucking up our futures. And I guess I'm sorry. Apology accepted. Are you going to apologize to Olivia? Fuck no. Just apologizing to you took a monumental amount of effort. I don't want to push it. Besides, it'd be awkward as fuck apologizing to her now after we just, you know. Good point. She finishes her breakfast with a glass of milk, which she drains with a satisfied sigh. I needed that. So, should we get going now? Yeah, may as well get this day over with. Can't believe I'm dreading PE for once. We'll get through it, starting by riding the metro together. Wait, how did Mia get here? She came here by motorcycle, didn't she? You actually take public transportation? You're rich. Ain't you got a car? And what, fight with traffic every day? Oh no, he's Reddit brain. He's Reddit anti-car brain. Good point. But hey, traffic ain't as much as a problem when you got a chopper. Just ride with me today. Ride with you on your motorcycle? That's gonna be a CG, ain't it? It ain't a motorcycle, baby. It's a chopper. You got a helmet? A bike helmet? It'll have to do for now. Anyway, let me just use the bathroom again and we can get going. Again? She heads for the downstairs half bath and I pull out my phone. A million texts from Olivia. Oh yeah, I was joking. Oh, here we go. My messenger app has been blowing up. My messenger app has been blowing up last night. At the same time, Mia and I had been. A horrible sensation lands in the pit of my stomach. Oh God, Nico, I'm sorry I didn't mean it. Please don't hate me. I was being unfair to you. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There are many more texts just like that, some with misspelled words like she had been struggling with her fingers. I text her back with shaky breaths. Oh boy. I'm not mad and I don't hate you. I have your DVDs. I'll bring them with me today. Don't worry about it. I think we've both been acting silly the past 2 months. I'm sure it's just because we're both still grieving for Idakin. Oh, also, I'm dating Mia now. Sorry. I close my messages before Mia returns. Alright, I'm ready. Shall we spray? Sure, just let me grab a helmet. Sorry, Olivia, I banged your bully. Hope you can understand. We exit my house, and Mia saunters over to her chopper, a beastly thing of shiny chrome. Just looking at it makes me feel a little intimidated. Mia reaches into a side compartment and pulls out a helmet custom fitted for her head crest. How would a helmet work with a head crest? Like, have the head crest... I hope it's not just sticking out, because that'd be awful. Things you only think about when they happen. I put on my comparatively dorky blue bike helmet. She snickers at me before swinging one leg over her chopper. I mount the passenger seat behind her and put my hands on my knees. What are you, shy? There's nothing here you didn't already touch last night. The way she smiles over her shoulder at me with an expression half exasperated and half amused makes my face heat up. What, next you're gonna wrap your tail around me? Quit being a dork and put your hands on my belly. I told you there'd be a CG. The tail's almost wrapped there, almost. I do as she says, placing my palms on her abdomen. She wraps her tail snugly around my waist. It feels reassuring. Well, it was almost there. There's the helmet. There it is. The Piker Parasaur fixes her helmet and starts her chopper, and it rumbles to life with a fiery roar that I know must be disturbing the neighbors. I expect an angry complaint from the HOA coming my parents' way. We peel out onto the road and I hug Mia tighter. Asphalt rushes underneath my feet like a raging river of tar. I keep my eyes trained ahead of us. She weaves us between cars like she's doing stunts in a movie with a chase scene. We pass between two box trucks driving side by side, and I have a sensation like being in a booby-trapped room with the walls closing in for a heart-stopping moment. It's a relief when we arrive at St. Hammond. Bump into Olivia. Oh, hi, Olivia. Quite a rush, huh? Yeah, woke me up more than that coffee. Damn right. I still feel like shit from being hungover, though. You gonna be alright for gym? I'll manage, come on. Like Mia, I also feel miserable. have a mild case of the flu. She likely wasn't in the best condition to be riding her chopper like that. We're probably lucky she didn't get us into an accident or something. Standing here now in my gym uniform, though, I suddenly feel much groggier than before. Now I'm wishing I had called in sick. Even if I don't feel as sick as that one time last year, I still feel awful. Inky, what happened on Saturday? Oye said. Inky, what happened on Saturday? I had forgotten about Damien apparently telling Olivia to talk to me. Well, Olivia came over and... I know, I got to thinking about what you said before, and I thought maybe she should go talk to you first. So I talked to her about it. And then she suddenly decided to leave. She said she was going to your place to make up. Her throwing passive-aggressive insults at me weren't exactly what I would have called making up. So what happened? She came home sooner than I thought she would and shut herself in her room. Then this morning she said it was her fault, but she didn't say for what. Well, she did come over. At first I was happy and relieved to see her, even if she did show up unannounced when I was in the middle of math homework. Have you been struggling with that too? Struggling not to get bored to death? The problems aren't hard, just repetitive. I envy you, man. I've been struggling with math lately. I'd be failing without Liz helping me. But sorry, man. Continue. So Olivia's there talking about wanting to watch an anime, but she keeps making these snide little remarks at me. She was just teasing you, bro. You know she likes to do that. She called me retarded for accidentally drinking lean like I told you once. She did? And she said I'm the reason that there are child-proof caps on bleach. Ouch, that's kind of low. Guess that's why she said it was you. I guess that's why she said it was her fault. It is more than just that. I tried talking to her about other things that involve us, but she was being defensive and acting like I was trying to antagonize her when I just wanted to clear the air as respectfully as possible. Then things just escalated. His nostrils dilate with a few audible sniffs. Is that why you smell like alcohol? Oh boy. Oh boy. You can smell that? Yeah, man, this whiffer's got a strong sense of smell. Why were you drinking? I didn't think you were that type. Oh boy, it's time to... It's time to lie! I'm gonna keep the bottle close by. Stabik spending tooth and nail with serving us quality CGs. Bless. Alright, here we go. Time to lie, Inko. Ordinarily, I'm not. Was it because you guys fought? Did you get into your dad's liquor cabinet? Well... Jurassic God, I promise I'll sacrifice an entire herd of goats if you make this fucking hangover go away. Go away already. Mia's big mouth here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here we go. Damien's gonna put 2 and 2 together. He's gonna use his 2 brain cells. Oh, no, no. Oh. What the hell are you staring at? Oh boy. Frills, pick that jaw up off the floor before someone trips on it. Oh boy. Shades, Blondie, what's wrong with Frills? Frills.exe has stopped working. Would you like to send an error report? Good one. Tyler looks from us to Damien and back again. He's just dead. 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 This is even worse than my second day when I struggled to run a mile. Yeah, you're probably gonna be cramping up. I feel like a car in need of an oil change. The sweat pouring from my face feels like sludge, and my muscles require more power to keep going. I also feel demoralized. Damien keeps looking back at me with a look of hurt and betrayal. It's that obvious Mia and I had done something the night before. God, I'm really not feeling well right now. You gonna make it? Yeah. She stops abruptly. Oh, she... throw up time. She moves to the grass and doubles over. I hold her pigtails back, but she's only dry heaving. Are you alright? No. She's rubbing her belly with both hands. I think I ate too much. That's why I don't like to eat a lot before PE. Shades, Blondie, you will stand on this track or I will stand you on this track. Sorry, Coach, I'm just... Oh wait, that's Mia. Sorry, Coach, I'm just... Nearly passes out and I catch her. Alright, you buttermuffins, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. Go sit the rest of this one out inside before you both die on me. Thank God. No need to thank me, just don't ever do that again. Do what again? Exactly. The cantankerous coach grabs her by the snoot, and then he speaks in a low growl. Listen up, Blondie, you two shades. If I ever catch either of you hungover again, I will drill your sorry asses until you are evacuating uncontrollably from both ends. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Coach. Good, now get your butts inside and hydrate. Mia rests on a bench while I retrieve us some soda. Soda's not good to hydrate. You could have just compromised with Gatorade or something. Or is that a little too on the nose here? I hand her a bottle of Snoot Kiss and then sit next to her. I'm just jumbling all my words up right now. Thank you. The wooden bench feels like the most comfortable thing in the world as I settle next to her. We drink our sodas in silence, just resting our weary legs. So, will you need help with that goat sacrifice? Sure, I'll round up the goats and you can do the sacrifice. I don't think I'm handling this hangover as well as you. Which is surprising because we both drank the same amount. Yeah, but you humans are more resilient. I do recall Olivia once telling me that the amount of lean I drank would have probably killed her or Damien. Still, it's weird hearing what almost sounds like a compliment coming from the hyper-aggressive jock. So then why are my dinosaur peers so much stronger? We dinos have more fast twitch muscle fiber, which is good for strength, but you humans have more slow twitch muscle fiber, which is good for stamina and endurance. That is true. I've noticed sometimes that halfway through gym, everyone else will be gassed out, but I'll still have some left in the tank. Sure, and also you humans make up for it with greater bone density for more muscle mass. All you really need is to change your diet and you can start developing that caveman strength that puts some dinos to shame. Really? What would you recommend? Just eat lots of red meat and eggs. It's the closest thing to anabolic steroids in nature. Eat lots of that and not processed shit like that for breakfast. Like that breakfast sandwich I saw you eating. You're lucky you can eat all the meat you want. I only handle a little before I get a wicked bad stomach ache. I'll keep that in mind. So, I already suspected Ida can destroy that case with Olivia's painting. Yep. Why? This seemed pretty obvious. There's only so many culprits that could have done it. An old teach wasn't forthcoming with Scalar. He was keeping her in the dark, and she obviously didn't like his prevaricating bullshit. That's probably why I got off so easy. That and you embellishing some details for all of our sakes. So it was obvious you guys told him everything after that prick stunned me. And of course he wasn't going to let anything jeopardize that handbag's future. So I already knew he was covering for her ass. Then while we were in detention, I noticed that case with Dreamscapes was all smashed to shit. And apparently I had done it along with the other damage, though I knew better. I figured it had to be one of you three who did it, and he was the one most likely. We were huddled inside during the storm and the power was out, so it would have been the most ideal time, with there being no working security cameras. Sure, but those same cameras would have caught the damage I did do, and someone would have noticed that discrepancy. Maybe he tampered with the existing footage. Would you put it past him to do it? I guess in his mind, he was already a dead man walking, so why not commit a few more misdeeds before going out? I regret giving the smug, mercurial son of a bitch the satisfaction of prodding me like a cow and then framing me. But at least I can get the last laugh. I'm afraid to ask, but how? By seeing that last desperate act of helping Livy be in vain. That's why he did it, right? Because she was living in the shadow of her own creation. Dreamscape, right? Yes, she even told me herself the day before yesterday. Where she threw her little temper tantrum. Yeah, and then she got hyper-defensive the more I tried to clear the air with her, until she was acting like I was doing something wrong simply by asking for clarification. Then I told her I didn't want to watch TV with her, and that sent her over the edge. Fucking victim mentality. So hey, there was this one other thing I wanted to ask you. Last night, you said Idekin knew that Olivia had done that to me. Just what makes you so sure? Something Ben said to me shortly before we had to go to Scalar's. He said what I did was foolish because Idekin would have seen Olivia's style in my phony assignments, so he likely already knew. And just thinking about that old buzzard tying up loose ends by smashing those paintings would point to probably being the case. Your reactions to my questioning merely proved it. Am I really that easy to lead on? You really want to know the answer to that. So anyway, Ben made me realize how stupid my little scheme was in hindsight. But then I realized that Idekin's knowledge of what Livy had done had to have gone all the way back to the Fresh Start art contest. He would have seen her style a mile away in your entry. So I guess you all three just agreed to pretend that didn't happen for both your sakes, right? No. Olivia and I had no idea Idekin knew. Assuming he really did all the way back then. Really? So you just caught her way too late and agreed to keep quiet, but neither of you knew if Idekin knew. No, I just remember the way he was looking at me expectantly in his class, waiting for an explanation as to why I brought Olivia in soaking wet. She was behind him. And she was behind him, silently pleading for me not to tell him anything. So we just told him she was having a bad day, and he starts talking about her self-doubts and her skill, but how she's actually very talented, so much so she made him see things differently. After Jesus, no wonder she has such a big ego with dudes like him to stroke it. And he said he had to adjust how he graded her, or else she would make everyone else look bad by comparison. And he even told me that if he graduated by technique, that I would be in big trouble. Fucking unbelievable. So he low-key insults you while knowing his star pupil fucked you over like that. No. I mean, yeah, it wasn't flattering to hear that, but neither of us know for sure if he knew what Olivia had done. Okay, but let's assume he did. No, let's not. Why don't we just drop it? Okay, now who's getting defensive at someone else trying to clear the air? I'd rather not think ill of someone who just passed away. Why not? Because he meant a lot to me. But clearly you don't mean as much to him. And why the hell do you care? It's from my perspective, it don't look like you was anything more to him than fodder for Olivia's ego. No, that's not fucking true. But what if it is? Just drop it, alright? How would he do that, though? No. Guess you should have cleared the air with him when you still had the chance. Can I ask you something now? Sure. What would you do if it was true? I try to contemplate it, but a sudden bout of brain fog keeps me from knowing the answer. I honestly don't know. You wouldn't at least be angry. I'm afraid of what I'm like when I'm angry. Why? Are you really so determined to be a good boy for society? I used to have an anger problem when I was little. So much so that my parents made me see a therapist about it. When they made me realize how toxic I was being, I always felt guilty about it, so I just buried those feelings. She murmurs quietly to herself. Oh my fucking god. You know what, though? What? I was only angry because I was tired of being in daycare all the time when they were working. I spent more time with the daycare workers than I did with Mom and Dad. I would rather they were both middle class than millionaires. I tell people about my problems online, but they just say I have no right to complain because I'm a rich kid spawn and privileged. Sure as shit doesn't feel like it, though. You have no idea how much I envy Damien for having a normal middle class life with an actual family. So what if it breaks their bank a little to buy meat for a barbecue? That barbecue with them was still one of the best days of my life. But all she could do was sulk in her room, feeling sorry for herself while such a wonderful family takes care of her. You ever tell her that? No. I said something much kinder. Figures, everyone's gotta go prop up her ego. Well, not everyone. Liz told her off one time. Really? Tell me about it. So, not long after the incident where you chased us into the elevator, Liz invited Damien, Olivia, and I to a fancy restaurant for a treat. Only Damien got sick pretty bad and couldn't go. So what was supposed to be a double date was already not going Liz's way. Yep, and Olivia was down because she really wanted to paint her next project. Only her arm was strained from doing 4 times her normal workload. That's on me. Right, so she was already upset. Then she said to Liz that she'd rather be doing that, but was dragged here. Typical Liv when the passive-aggressive shit and thinking the world revolves around her. That's funny because it was a revolving restaurant, and she did dip away from us to go to the bar in the center. That was after Liz lost her temper and scolded Olivia. Olivia said it would be great to work alongside Liz one day, having her sell her art and everything, and then Liz just blew up and called her ungrateful and said she was wasting everyone's help. It's time for water. Sorry if brain no worky. I'm doing my best. All true. Well, even if it was, I thought they were both being pretty petty and catty. Did you tell them that? I wanted to, but I couldn't work up the nerve. Why are you like that? Like what? Non-confrontational. Why don't you just say what's on your mind? I mean, I did that yesterday. I don't know. I guess because I'm afraid of making people upset with me. I'd just rather work for everyone's approval. How about you work for your own approval instead? That's the only thing that should matter. I don't know. Walking around like my own approval and no one else's matters just seems kind of narcissistic. And what? Constantly needing to be liked by everyone and having their attention isn't? Time for art. Time to go face Olivia. Readjust safely. Already an hour in, dang. Thank Raptor Jesus that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Inky, you got a moment? Sure thing. Did you and Mia do what I think you did? You think all we did was hang out and get drunk? Yes. Why? Believe me, I wasn't expecting it. She messaged me last night if I wanted to hang out with her and watch a movie. I said sure, so she came over to my place and we did just that and nothing else. And nothing else. He has to tack onto the end. Okay, I was just worried you were... I really didn't expect her to want to be friends with me. I believe you. I was just worried that you were trying to get back at Olivia or something. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'd never do that. I know, man. I don't think you're that kind of person. But I know Mia is. What do you mean? I mean, I'm worried she's just using you to get back at Ben. Thinking feeling hits my stomach. That hadn't even occurred to me. You really think she'd do that? Knowing her, yes. I don't like where this is going, and I don't like talking about her behind her back. Talking about who behind her back, me or someone else? Oh no. Oh no. Shit. That was the backup clothes? The formal wear? Oh no. Mia, you're wearing that again? Again? Yeah, I used to wear this outfit all the time during my scene team phase. I didn't have any other clean clothes today, so I'm rocking this again. I was gonna wear this to the formal just to be edgy, but obviously... Actually, when you go so long without wearing a skirt, you forget how good it feels. I feel... girly. Feminine. What do you think, Dinko? What if I just wore this from now on? I think you should wear whatever you want to wear. Yeah, I know, but I'm just asking you. How would you like it if I wore this from now on? Oh, that's gonna be a choice. Oh, sure, you look great. Sure, you look cute. Oh, boy. Nice. Sure, Mia, you look so cute. That'd be alright with me. You look cute. Is that supposed to be a dialogue or a thought? Is Thinko just thinking it? That'd be alright with me. You look cute. Yeah, Battery's mumbling. Really? She's blushing furiously, and seeing her feel self-conscious is quite gratifying. But wait, we said that in front of Damien. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, you look adorable, Toots. Oh, I thank you. I don't think Ben ever called me cute. Damien, are you there? You keep staring at me, Payne. What's your deal? Yeah, are you trying to make Ben jealous? What would give you that idea? Oh, you were pretty pissed off about your breakup last week. Yeah, I was pissed off, but now I'm over it. I got a new boyfriend. Oh no! Her big mouth again. I got a new boyfriend now. So you two really are together now. Yeah, we are. Got a problem with that? And how do I know you're not just doing this to hurt Olivia? I can see why you'd think that, but the only reason I ever messed with Olivia is because she was always doing some annoying shit to Ben, and that pissed me off. But Ben and I ain't together no more, so that won't be an issue. And for that matter, I'm skating on thin ice around here, so I have no choice but be a good girl for the rest of the year. Does that answer your question? Are you gonna mind your own business now? I can't say I like this. I'm kind of disappointed even. Just don't mess with Olivia, alright, Mia? How about you tell Olivia not to mess with me? Why would she? You're kidding, right? Like she's not gonna flip her shit when she learns her ex is with me of all people now. Nikki, you really sure about this? You sure you can't patch things up with Olivia? A little too late, buddy. Don't let him pressure you, Winko. She had her chance and she blew it. Just cut your losses now and move on. I'm sorry, Damien, but I just don't feel the same way anymore. Fair enough. I'm disappointed, but I accept it. This doesn't change anything between us, does it? We're still buddies, amigo. I'll catch you later, alright? Your best friend turns and leaves with a smile, though it looks empty. Oh, and finally, how you could twist your arm into remaining Libby's babysitter. He just cares about her. And she only cares about herself, same as everyone else. We're gonna do lunch together, right? Yeah, sure thing. Great, I'll see you later. On to art. She gives me a playful wink before turning in the opposite direction. One part of me feels elation at her feminine wiles, while another part feels empty and hollow. She can't fill the Olivia-shaped void in his heart. Just how did this happen? I begin my trek to AP Art, knowing that Olivia is sorry for what happened on Saturday. Oh boy, this is gonna get ugly. Wanigemu Thinko is reaching his other dimension selves. A wheelchair-shaped void in his heart. 70 pounds of gator ass void in his heart. I feel even guiltier. Why did Mia have to come over? And why did I have to let her do that? I hate myself for this, and I'm gonna hate myself more for what I'm gonna have to tell Olivia. Oh boy. Already sad. Well, didn't you get my text message, Olivia? I said, I just want to put this behind us. She's already waiting for me outside, not paying attention to our fellow students as they file past her. We lock eyes, and I can see the despair on her face. Oh wait, you already got text from Damien. He already told you the news. Olivia, I'm sorry for what I said on Saturday. Don't be. You're probably right to be... Wait. Wanigemu. Don't be. You're probably right to be angry. I did ruin your night. And after everything you've done for me. It was our night, and I didn't help. I started it, though. God, I'm no different than Ben. I make problems and then get angry at everyone else when they're affected by them. It's in the past now. It's not worth feeling bad about. But that's just it. I do feel bad. I think I always have. I just didn't want to think about it. It makes two of us. I've been trying to avoid thinking about a lot of things myself. So I guess we're just a couple of silly billies? I guess so, though I'm the bigger one easily. Nah. Just seeing her smile like that tears a hole in my heart. I can't prolong this. But listen, I have to tell you something. You're looking at me attentively. God, why does it have to be this way? I don't feel the same way about you that I used to. I feel like a heartless bastard telling her this. But it'd be worse if I tried to tell her nothing has changed. The worst part is knowing what I just said is true. I don't feel the same way I used to. Maybe we just need more time apart. Perhaps. Maybe Mia will get tired of me or decide she's made a stupid mistake. Maybe, but I still consider you a friend and always will. Okay. Are you still gonna sit with us at lunch today? I miss you. I'm sorry, but I can't today. I'm helping tutor someone with math. I want to shoot myself for the partial lie. Who? It's... Bell announces our tardiness. Oh boy. Oh boy. We both enter and take our seats and say nothing to each other for the rest of the class. My only other interaction is when I hand her the anime box set. She looks at it like I'm showing her a murder weapon. As always, the din of the cafeteria greets my ears before I step inside. I scan the room for Mia and see her skip over to me. I've never seen her like this before. Hey, Inko. Hey, it's a madhouse as always in here. What, them yapping mutts? They're not hard to handle. Just follow me and I'll clear a path. No bowling sound effect. One side, out of my way. Fuck off before I shove that tray sideways up your ass. She clears a path almost effortlessly. Most dinos already knowing to give her a wide berth. It's like she's walking around with an invisible cow catcher in front of her. We get to the line and grab our food. I pay for us both. Well, aren't you the gentleman? It's no problem, just a perk of being the rich kid. Food in hand, we make our way to the usual table. Watch, there's gonna be like a CG of like Olivia seeing us from across the lunchroom. That wasn't so bad. So it's just gonna be me and her, no one else. No Ben, no Kiara, no Lunara. Yeah, I got him trained. All you have to do is lay down the law and they cower with their tails between their legs. She isn't wrong, but then she's always exuded an intimidating presence wherever she went. Except this time, there was something different. Seeing her be tough and intimidating while wearing that outfit is adorable. What are you smiling at? I don't know, I just like seeing the way you handle people sometimes. I know how to take care of myself. So do you still need help with math? Yeah. I'm still happy to help you. Thanks, because I'm gonna need it. My grades ain't so good right now. You said you wanted to be a mechanic someday, right? I think it was Sally who said that, but yeah, I love working on engines. I've even got a car I hot-rodded from a junker into a sweet ride. Oh, really? I didn't know you fixed it up yourself. Yeah, it's frustrating because sometimes I struggle with schoolwork, which gives people an impression I'm a dummy. But I understand machines better than most. Maybe you just need a change of mindset. No, what I needed was not to be forced to go to a dumb art school. Liz told me that you thought this place was a waste of your time. Well, it is. I'd rather be learning a worthwhile trade than how to paint pretty pictures. Well, I'm afraid I suck at that, but I can still help with everything else. Thanks. I'm gonna need it if I want to graduate and get a degree in engineering. We turn our attention to our lunch. So Mia has hopes and aspirations beyond being a mere bully with a rap sheet, huh? Guess Liz wasn't kidding about Mia feeling trapped. That's likely why she's always taking out her frustration on others. But who's forcing her to go to an art school? Her parents, probably. Adjust carefully. Makes me feel fortunate. In spite of my own complaints about my parents, they never tried to force me into doing anything I didn't want. They even liked my passion for photography, I think. And Mia said she'd been hurt in the past. Maybe this is some kind of defense mechanism. I take a break from eating to engage her in conversation a bit more. So you want an engineering degree? Maybe. Depends on how much better I'm able to get at math. I'll probably just go to a trade school and become a certified mechanic instead. That would certainly pay better than some shitty art degree. Well, what do you do with an engineering degree? Design better engines or engine parts, I guess. Except our idiot math teacher treats math like it's Like it's all a matter of route memorization. You know, it's like he doesn't care. He just dumps mountains of homework on us after teaching us the bare minimum. Well, engineers just don't just deal with rot shit. What they do requires lateral thinking. They invent stuff people don't know they need. Just imagine where the world would be without them. Still stuck in the Paleo ages. That's why morons who get straight A's in math don't impress me. Lateral thinking, huh? Yeah, thinking of solutions to problems that don't seem obvious at first to those without creative thinking. Every invention required that. True. She peels an orange and munches on it, all furrowed in quiet contemplation. I always thought Mia was some dumb meathead who liked to use force to get what she wanted. Yet it's clear now she has a knack for creative thinking. Even if it does involve reading weaknesses in people to exploit them, or getting Ben to use his position to fix her problems. She's clearly not stupid, just a frustrated underachiever. An awful lot like someone else. Oh, an awful lot like someone else. What the fuck? Oh, Raptor Jesus. I was afraid of this. What the fuck, Eco? What the absolute fuck? He looks around and sounds even angrier than at the formal. Can we help you? What the fuck are you doing with him? Exactly how is this any of your fucking business? Olivia, I've been sitting with Mia since the first day back. Yeah, when Bet was always sitting with you, and now they're broken up. I'm aware of the lunchroom chatter being softer now, as many eyes look upon us. It's a free country, you gimp. He can sit wherever the fuck he wants. Then why is he sitting with you when you're dressed like that? Olivia, calm down. No, I want an explanation. Oh, you really want an explanation? Oh shit. I can tell by that mischievous glint in her eye that she wants to drop a bomb on Olivia. I have to defuse the situation somehow. Tell Mia to ignore her. Tell Olivia you're Mia's tutor. Reach for Mia's math textbook. Ask Damien for help. Oh, there's so many choices. Rap G. Tell Mia to ignore her. Tell Olivia you're Mia's tutor. I feel like this is gonna play against us. Or reach for Mia's math textbook. For what? Ask Damien for help seems really funny. Tell Mia to ignore her. Which feels very, very cold. Oh boy. They just fell. Just tell the truth. There is no truth here. There's only white lies. Livizilla. Damn, this mod is packed with choices. Gotta give Hoshin that. Yeah, he worked hard on this. That's why I was in, like, was it half a year of work? Fuck. This one's gonna be the worst one, isn't it? Let's just go for it. Rip the band-aid off. Look, Olivia, you've got this all wrong. I'm Mia's tutor, alright? Bullshit! Tell me what you're really doing with this disgusting skank. You really want to know what he's been tutoring me? Oh shit. He fucked me. Oh no. Oh no, I knew it. Oh Raptor Jesus, why? I went over to his place last night, we got drunk, and then we fucked. And I gotta say that for being his first time, he did pretty well. Because I ain't never been fucked by... I ain't never been fucked that good in my life. Oh no. This is like a nightmare. I don't even have to look at Olivia to see the hatred and betrayal on her face. I can feel it. I fucking hate you! Both of you! I wish Anakin had never pushed us into being friends! Something in me snaps because I find myself agreeing with her sentiment. Well, maybe I wish that too, because maybe I'm sorry he encouraged a lying cheater into being my friend. You've done nothing but take advantage of me. I don't know who I'm more angry at. You or me for being stupid enough to let you do it. You only let me do it because you're an attention whore thirsty for approval. You'd even stoop to being with her of all people because you're that fucking shallow. You're a spineless normie with no original thoughts. And you're a miserable, arrogant egoist who only thinks of herself. Enough! What is wrong with you two? You're both acting like stupid, spoiled brats. Maybe we should have asked Damien for help. It's shocking to see Damien get angry. It's more shocking than seeing Mia show all her fury. I've been trying my best to help the both of you from day one, but it's clear it was all for nothing because neither of you are willing to change. You just expect everyone else around you to change for you. Oh, I'm done. I'm done trying to help. You can fix your own problems. Inko, you've made your bed, now lie in it. And Olivia, my family and I can't take care of you forever. If you can't form any connections with anyone outside of us, then you're hopeless. Forget both of you. What the fuck are you looking at? I want to look away from her, but I can't. All my anger is evaporated, and the only thing that remains is a deep feeling of regret. Like a stone at the bottom of a well. I wish I had talked to Olivia sooner, and I wish Mia had never come over to my house. But most of all, I wish I wasn't so weak. It wasn't supposed to be this way. You were supposed to support me. All the support in the world couldn't help you because you refused to support yourself. So don't go blaming him for dumping a loser and getting with a winner. I hate you. Hearing it again tears at my insides because it sounds more sincere this time. Hand on my cheek turns me the other way. Hey, forget her already. It's you and me from now on. Oh boy. Even for being a Monday, today was off. That's a terrible Monday. It's as though I had come unplugged for the latter half of the... Let me start that over again. It's as though I had come unplugged for the latter half of the day, between the lingering hangover, the guilt, and dealing with Olivia. I'm psychologically drained. Me too. I grab a soda and then perch on a stool. My lip balm feels especially soothing after a ride on the metro. I let it sit on the bottom lip before sipping my cola. Zoned out, I stare into space, too tired to think about anything, let alone do anything. I can't even replay the cinematic events of the previous night without feeling a surge of guilt and shame. And yet now it's decided, for the time being, at least, that Mia and I are boyfriend and girlfriend. How did this happen? If I had any hope of getting back together with Olivia, they're dead and gone now. That bridge is just not burnt, it's blown to hell. She hates me, and I suppose I deserve it. I've been a thoughtless boyfriend who cared more about showing off and looking good in front of everyone than her. And I'm weak enough that I let Mia take advantage of me, probably so she can get back at Ben and Olivia, killing two birds with one stone. And yet, I can't deny that I come to feel something for her. There is more to her than just the cruel bully I thought I knew. It's not like Ben and Olivia are without their faults. It'd be funny if Olivia got with Ben. That's gotta be one of the endings. Though thinking about that doesn't make me feel any better. We're all flawed and screwed up in our own way. But I'm the one being shuffled around like a pawn. Well, no more. I'll just have to do what Sally said and accept it before things get worse. I pull out my phone. Who we texting? It's a text from Mia. Hey, so how about what happened today? I'd rather not discuss it. Why not? I feel guilty. Fuck's sake, why? You know she and me shared something, but you know you and me shared something special. You feel guilty about that? No, of course not, but I'd rather Olivia hadn't found out. Hey, she had to find out sooner or later. Better to rip off that band-aid. Better to rip that band-aid off now. But you didn't need to tell her. You're trying to tell me what You're trying to tell me what to do? No, I'm just saying that unpleasantness could have been avoided. Well, then maybe the bitch should have minded her own fucking business and stayed the hell away. Besides, she had it coming. You know she did. After the shit she put you through, why not get in a little revenge? Wait. A little revenge lay. Sorry, like I said, the text is smaller and I'm 10 feet away from the screen, so I have to, like, squint. That's not why I spent the night with you, though. So then why? I don't know, but I wasn't thinking of her. So why'd you think of her now? Get over her already. She's none of your concern no more. It's not just her. Damien was pretty pissed too. So what? He'll get over it. And if not, then forget him too. I don't want to forget him, though. Damien's my best friend, which is something that's hard to come by. He's always been there for me since day one. I don't really want to lose him. So anyway, keep your weekend open, because you and me are doing movie night again. Oh, you really enjoyed that? Sure, it was surprisingly fun last night, and I got more movies I'd like to show you. Alright, I'm up for that, but please don't bring alcohol again. Don't need to tell me twice. I ain't going through that again. Fuck beer. She and I text chat some more while I make myself something to eat and settle in for the night. Then I relax as best as I can, trying to put the day out of my mind while accepting that Mia and I are indeed boyfriend and girlfriend. I sure didn't see this coming. It's Saturday and my homework's done. Another week down and another movie night to look forward to. Mia and I had been eating lunch together all week. By Friday, it had become routine, and I was even starting to enjoy helping her with math homework. And she continued to wear that cute dress. I wonder if she'll wear it over here. I let my parents know I'll be having a guest over, and we'll need the den to ourselves so that we can watch a movie together. They both seem too tired to care. Like before, her chopper announces her arrival. Hey, Inky. She's not wearing that dress, but she still looks amazing with her makeup. And she's wearing perfume. She closes the distance and embraces me with a giggle, resting her snoot on my shoulder before nuzzling my cheek. I'm glad you can make it. How are you? Fine, I guess. At least math isn't kicking my ass so much this week. Now I'm ready to unwind with a movie with my Humie boyfriend. Cool, so what'd you bring? Black Moon Rising, starring Tarano Lee Jones. Never heard of it. No, can't say I have. You seem to know a lot of obscure movies. Not to sound like a hipster, but those are sometimes the best ones. So hey, let's order something to eat again. Sure thing, I'll order more dynamos. Ah, not them. Oh, you don't like dynamos? Nah, Moe's is great. Best overall Italian restaurant there is, honestly. And his family are good people. But I know another place that makes the best 4-cheese tortellini and tiramisu. It's called Richie's. Sounds great. I'll bring them up on Grub Club. They're not on there. Oh, really? Yeah, don't ask me why. They kind of have an exclusive clientele and prefer to keep it that way. Here, just call this number and tell them you want Mike's Special with extra breadsticks. Okay. I dial the number and get a voice that sounds quite surly on the other end. Richie's, what do you want? Hello, I'd like to place an order for delivery. Okay, what do you want? Yes, we'll have Mike's Special with extra breadsticks. His demeanor changes. Hey, that we can do. Anything else? You guys do pizza? Sure, best in the city. What's your smallest? 13 inches. It's still kind of big for one meal. Guess there'll be some leftovers. A 13-inch pepperoni, please. He then gives me the total, and I give him the address and the gate code. Give us like 30 minutes, and it'll be over in jiffy. Sure thing, thank you. Alright, Chow's on its way. Fantastic, and hey, when the delivery guy gets here, let me grab the order and then pay him. You got the money, right? Sure, right here. Open my wallet and pull out some 20s, enough for both the meal and to tip the delivery guy generously. The guy on the other end sounded excited when I asked for Mike's Special. Yeah, that would be Richie. He's good people. He's actually related to Mo. Most of these guys from back home are all related in one way or another. She moves her bag so it's settling against the couch, and I can hear it clinking around from within like glass bottles. Old habits die hard, huh, Mia? At least I didn't bring the drinks to the stream today, huh? Can you say the same, Mia? To be honest, the scoring and flow logic is slightly more tricky than vanilla Snoop Game 1A, so I have no clue. Definitely not the best one. You didn't bring beer again, did you? What? Nah, that's just some soda I got from you later. She sips it from the bag secretively. Yeah, why does your breath smell like alcohol? It's hard soda. It's a new flavor of soda. Don't think about it, Inko. Since you brought your bag, I want to knock out some homework before food gets here. Ugh, may as well, I guess. Come on, it won't be so bad. She pulls out her homework and I help her get through a few problems before the delivery guy arrives. Alright, that's enough of that. She stuffs her homework back into her bag and saunters towards the doors. Can't help but stare at her hips. Oh boy. Are we gonna get CG of that? No. She returns with our food in hand. Alright, now we can watch the movie. How come you took your bag with you? Wait, no, that's Inko. How come you took your bag with you? So I can grab it real quick when I leave. I just set it by the door. Why? Because I thought we could do more homework later. Fucking seriously? Come on, don't be such a spoil sport. The movie's already set to go, so I press play before opening my box of pizza. Black Moon Rising is another 80s movie. It's about a professional thief hired by the FBI to steal records from a corporation so they can use it against them as evidence on an ongoing trial. He ends up having to hide the tapes in an experimental supercar called the Black Moon, only for it, in turn, to get stolen by a ring of car thieves working for a criminal billionaire. He teams up with the car's investors, as well as the woman who stole it, and what follows is an action-packed movie full of car chases, fight scenes, and even a pulse-pounding heist. For starting out so simple, it becomes surprisingly complex, not just with its plot and action scenes, but its themes of moral ambiguity. So what'd you think of it? It was great. What'd you like best? Of course, that's gonna be a choice. I like the music, I like the action scenes, I like the heist at the end. Oh boy. So many choices. This was a different mod, I'm pretty sure. Music. Sure. I thought the soundtrack was amazing. I know, right? I like 80s synthwave. It can be relaxing or get your blood pumping. I really liked it. Loved it. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I thought it was very engaging and cerebral. Actually, it seemed like that's the one thing 80s movies do best. They combine action and corny one-liners with complex stories and theming. It was different times back then. People were less uptight and more willing to experiment. I really think movie making reached its peak back then. The 90s had great movies too. I have to agree. Just wish more people understood how important movies are and why older ones especially were so great. Where's this coming from all of a sudden, Mr. Hank-and-File enjoyer? I just remember this time I got into an argument with Damien's little brother, Vinny, about movies. He said they were all boring and stupid and said he'd rather play Fortnite and watch Mr. Beast. I swear I wanted to strangle the little turd. You look like you're getting pretty worked up over it now. Well, I mean, how stupid do you have to be to go for brain rot aimed at people with short attention spans? Which is funny, because I always figured you were that type. Really? Well, I mean, you got your face buried in your smartphone a lot of the times I see you. When's the last time you picked up a book? Could say the same about you, Mia. Where's your book, Mia? One that wasn't for a book report. I don't remember. What about you? It's gonna sound cliche as fuck. I really like The Outsiders, and I only read that for a book report. We were forced to read that one in, I think, middle school. I forgot quite a bit of it. Isn't it the one with, like, Pony Boy? Or I guess I'm just confused. Why would you get so worked up over what some little kid thinks? But not get angry at Olivia for what she did to you? Well, children are the future, and if the future is brain rot, then we're fucked, Mia. Are we really still on this? It's just weird, and it tells me a lot about where your priorities lie. And where do they lie? I think it was Pony Boy book, yeah. With obsessing over the top, over pop culture shit like some video essayist. Is it wrong that I've watched a lot of video essays? Yeah, that's another form of brain rot. I think I brought it up. So what would you like to do now? I'm up for another movie. I got some here you might like. Actually, I'm kind of sleepy. Want to call it a night and head home? No, I'm too tired to go home, Inko. Let me use your bed again. Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to spend the night here again if you want. Just don't be too loud. My parents can hear my bed squeaking. Your parents mine. You know, by this time they're usually passed out in bed after a few drinks in them. I doubt they'll even notice. They probably won't even remember I had a friend over in the morning when they rush out the door. Not even if it's a girlfriend. We adjourned to the guest bedroom on the opposite end of the house. Me and I wake up together, I make her breakfast again, and we ride her chopper to school. The year before, I said to Ben that he was living the dream by being the nerdy guy dating the jock. Now that I find myself in the same position, it feels like living someone else's life. The difference being that Mia isn't exactly the popular type, although that's by choice. She's more introverted than I would have thought, and that in and of itself, it brings a new realization. She trusts me. I'm still trying to figure out why or what it is she even sees in me. Despite not being hungover, I still feel very tired for some reason. Am I coming down with something? Coming down with scaly fever. Hey Inky, how's it going? I'm feeling really tired today. Did you not get enough sleep? No, I got a full 8 hours. But for some reason, it's like the energy has been drained from me, and I don't know why. Oh no, Mia's a succubus! Hey Inky, wanna warm up with me? You're calling him Inky now? What, you got a copyright on it or something? Come on, let's warm up with a jog around the gym. Before I could protest, she's already grabbing my wrist and making me run beside her. Just where did she get this energy today? It's the human energy that when she does the succubus things. Feeding off of human male energy. It's all I could do to keep up with her, both inside and out. Even after Solly had us run 2 miles around the track, she continues to jog while I cool off with some light walking. At least I could say I can run 2 miles faster than I could last year. But damn am I beat. Hey, amigo. Oh, hey. In spite of feeling tired, I think that's a new record for me. Cool. So, listen. I'm sorry about blowing up on you last week. I deserved it. He's hesitant to respond for a moment. But I wanted to ask you something. What did you mean when you called Olivia a lying cheater? I don't remember saying that. It must have slipped out. You were pretty angry. And I wasn't thinking, same as before. Do you remember what you meant by it? You don't have to tell me. I was just curious. Part of me wants to tell him and get it off my chest, same as with Liz. But he's already stressed enough with Olivia, and she and I did agree to keep it between us. It's between the two of us. Got it. I won't ask anymore. Sorry. It's all good. And, you were right last week. I've been acting like a stupid spoiled brat unwilling to change. I hear him grumble almost too low to hear. At least he can admit it. What about Olivia? I say bye to Mia before she peels out of the school parking lot on her chopper and make my way to the metro. Oh no, new OC. Here we go. Oh, he's got a badge on him. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, what's going on here? A man in a suit falls in step beside me along the way. Excuse me, would you be incognito? I am. Who may I say is asking? Something about the man puts me on edge. His suit isn't for business. It looks more like government work. He pulls out a card and hands it to me. I'm Agent Laszlo Cunningham with the FBI, and I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened? Why are we being questioned by the police? I'm sure. Relax, you're not in trouble. I just want to ask you a few questions. Okay, I gotta reposition. This is making me nervous. Sure. He glows as hard as possible. I'm surprised the mod is still going. I'm sure Hoshin said it's a smaller mod next to purple stuff, but it feels like we're not half done. Yeah, he said this one was a chunky one, though. Are you acquainted with a Miss Mia Moretti? Uh-oh. I hit my mic. Sorry about that. I needed a drink. This is gonna get bad. Oh. Oh, this is gonna make me feel dirty, ain't it? I am. And what's your relationship with her? My throat goes dry and my stomach bottoms out. We're currently dating. I see. For how long? About a week now, I'd say. And how long does your relationship with her go back? I've known her since my first day at St. Hammond. Only we didn't start out as friends. Would you say your relationship was adversarial? Yes. But now you and she are friendly with each other. Yes. But why are we being questioned? Cut to the chase, buddy. Don't beat around the bush. I don't think you should beat around the bush with this. Since she broke up with Ben McKnight. Yes. Laszlo raises an index finger to his lip in thought. What's this about? Are you aware that Mia's family has certain connections that some might consider unsavory? Oh no, mafia connections. That's why she knows Mo. Was it the phone call we made? You mentioned that, but nothing specific. I see. And if it's all the same, I'd rather not know. Of course, perfectly natural. Living a blissful ignorance is always easier, right? But listen, you hold on to that card. If you happen to suddenly not be ignorant of any unlawful behavior, and I ain't talking about petty shit like misdemeanors or stealing some kid's lunch money, you give me a call. Sure. Oh no, incarceration ending. And then she has to have the baby in jail. That'd be horrible. Oh Lord. I've run your background report. Originally from Rock Bottom. You're a good kid with good grades. A model citizen by all accounts. You'd like to help the good guys and have the bad guys, right? Sure. And just remember that for future reference. I'll see you around. We can fix her. It's been a week since Agent Laszlo spoke to me. Our conversation had shocked me at first, a few days afterwards, and when Mia asked if something was wrong, I just feigned ignorance, and I haven't told anyone about that. I was tempted to text Liz about it, but the thought of my text being monitored made me paranoid. Oh, he's got the glowies on him. For now, this card is tucked away in my wallet. Every time I think about it, my wallet feels heavier. She's gonna go through our wallet, isn't she? Not now, but down the road. But as far as I know, Mia isn't doing anything illegal, and if she was, I didn't need or want to know. Her business is her own. All I care about is spending time with her, which I am enjoying more and more, especially our weekly movie nights. I'm scrolling through InstaSnoop. My thumb stops over a new image Lunara had uploaded over the weekend. It's of her and Kiara at the mall making heart signs with their fingers. Oh no, are they dating? No, cringe. Mia notices what's currently at the center of my attention. Uh-oh. Hope I'm not making her feel jealous. I really hate those two sometimes. Oh, why? Well, just look at them. They look retarded. All they're doing is making heart signs. Exactly, that's all they're doing. Yet every dumb bimbo these days thinks doing that in front of a fucking camera makes them special. It doesn't. It's just signaling their narcissism. Look at me and how special I am with my dumb, banal virtue signaling. Aren't I just a good, wonderful person? It's boring and disingenuous. I think you might be reading too much into it. How? I don't know. It just seems like you're making a lot of inferences. Nico, you've seen how they treated Olivia. I've seen how you treated Olivia. Sure, but at least I'm honest about who I am. Don't try to pretend to be something I'm not with stupid shit like that. Like it fucking means something and isn't just cheap attention seeking. I know I'm a bitch. You really shouldn't call yourself that. Why? You just shouldn't. You gonna tell me you never called me a bitch? Nigga, Mia bitch? Well, I have. When? Like when I ducked out of class to find you and Olivia, and I said to myself, if I were a bitch, where would I be? Well, you found me. So guess you had my number. I'm sorry. For what? Fuck's sake. You don't have to be so apologetic. I know what I am. But why? What? You gonna try and play therapist now? No. Good, because they already tried that shit on me and it didn't work. I won't give them the satisfaction. Who, your parents? No, the fucking school. So last year, they tried making me talk to the school counselor. Pretty nice. She's a bitch. Fuck her. Figured she'd say something like that. I didn't want to fucking talk to her, but they made me. So know what I did? What? Nothing. I didn't say shit to her. Oh. Yeah, I figured if I couldn't get out for being in the same room with her, she and her retarded little safe space, then I could at least not give her the satisfaction. So I kept my mouth shut. I pretended like I was in an interrogation room and some cop was trying to make me crack to rat out my friends and family. And no matter how much she poked and prodded with her nice guy bullshit, I refused to cooperate. I wouldn't even make eye contact with her. Instead, I just started thinking of my favorite songs as I stared dead ahead. And I did that with every single one of our sessions until she gave up and I didn't have to see her no more. I wasn't going to give that bitch the satisfaction of killing me softly with kindness. Seems awfully proud of herself, but I just feel bad for her. The counselor had always seemed like a warm, friendly woman to me who just wanted to help. And Mia threw it back in her face. I can picture her sitting in a chair, arms folded like a pouting child, refusing to reciprocate someone else's kindness and compassion. Should I try and get this through to her? Ask Mia if she wants something from the vending machines. Tell Mia she ought to have at least tried. We're running out of space. Right now we got this one. We got like two full fucking saves filled here with choices. This is chunky. This is probably like the most choices a mod's ever had, I'd say. Tell Mia she'd ought to have at least tried. Why not? The counselor always seemed pretty chill to me. Who cares? That's how they get you. They pretend to be your friend, but they just really looking to break you and make you just be another good little conformist. You don't know that for sure, though. You trying to tell me what I know and don't know? No, but I'm saying it couldn't have hurt to at least try and open up to her. She might have had some useful insights. Like fucking what? Being told yet again how everything is actually my fault? And the way to deal with the world's bullshit is just be nice? Ignore how fucked up everything is? And it takes some fucking medication like all the other zombies? Mia, you were dating a zombie. And auto thing, hold on. Well, no, but I don't think. Yeah, I noticed you don't think much. Just fucking drop it already. I don't need you trying to lecture me like Ben always did. Shit. Does this count as our first fight? Sure feels like it. It wasn't even really a fight. That's just Mia being Mia. I'm sorry. And you apologize. She's gonna blow up on you. I'm sorry. Whatever. I didn't feel very confrontational. I'm meeting Mia at her house for a lunch date. She wanted to show me her hot rod before going to hang out at a plaza. I already have a soda place in mind I hope she'll like. I'm pretty sure Hoshin is not writing his Raptor Queen to become a carpet muncher. Yeah, I hope not. So the Lunara mod next after Purple is it Purple Drank? I was always gonna say Purple Stank, but that's my thing. It's a nice looking house in the suburbs, not on the same economic scale as my parents, but still upper middle class looking. It's about a mile walk from the metro. A brisk pace carries me there in around 14 minutes. It's a pleasant day. I press the doorbell. Ding dong! In spite of my enthusiasm, I'm also a little nervous. My palms feel a little sweaty, enough that I wipe them on my pants without being fully aware of it. I'm meeting Mia's parents. Either they're gonna be there, and there's custom sprites for them, or they're not going to be there. Already 2 hours in, damn. I'll try and shoot for at least a half an hour more. I don't think she and I... The door opens and I bury that thought like my mind is about to be read. Oh no. We got sprites. Hey, you Mia's new Huey boyfriend? I clear my throat. Yes, sir. Sir, what do I look like? A frickin' knight? Do I look like I'm about to go charging at windmills? No, dude. Relax, I'm breaking your balls a little. You can call me Mr. Moretti. He extends his hand. Nice to meet you, Mr. Moretti. I'm Inko. Yeah, nice to meet you. Welcome on in, kid. Inside is a comfortably furnished home that also looks like a time capsule of decades past with its out-of-date decor. It's somewhere between tasteful and tacky. His father leads me to the center of the foyer. So whatever happened to her last boyfriend, that pencil-neck geek? Oh well, he broke up with her. He broke up with her? Yes, yes, Mr. Moretti. Was he just too much for... Was she just too much for him to handle? Something like that. He has anxiety issues. Figures, every kid these days have issues and needs to pop a pill for something. Was that his problem? Guess Mia hasn't told him anything, and I don't want to relate Ben's problems to him either. It's not like I know what exactly his mental problems are, and I don't want to know. I don't know all the details, he just called it quits one day. She hardly tells me anything about her social life these days. So you've been helping her with her homework? My pulse quickens. That's right, I'm pretty good at math, and she sure knows a lot about mechanics. Yeah, and movies. She's a real movie buff like her old man. So am I. Yeah, what are your favorite movies? Oh, well, this is gonna be a choice, ain't it? Betting. Oh, you know, I like The Godfather, The Empire Strikes Back, and both Blade Runners. Both of them? Uh-oh. You ever see Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Nope, can't say I've ever seen that. Mia skips up to me from out of the hallway while eyeing her father suspiciously. Dad, why didn't you let me know Inko was here? Well, we were just chatting about movies is all. You okay? Sure, I'm fine. So you're really with a human, huh? Yes. Why? You thought Ben was a pencil-necked anyway, so why do you care? Mr. Moretti rubs the back of his neck. Well, I didn't know. Just humans and dinos mixing is a little weird and all. Oh no, he's racist! Oh, wait, he's based. Weird, how? Just everyone's a fucking mutt these days. Oh no, he's a chud! He's gone full chud. Oh, like you're one to talk. You're not a pure Parasaurus. You got a little Velociraptor in you. Is that why Mia can eat a little bit of meat? But for that matter, you ain't even full-blooded Italian, which is why you can never be made a mafia boss. Hey, you shut your mouth, you freaking loudmouth kid. He's glaring daggers at her, but she looks bored, as though they have petty squabbles all the time. You, human! The way he points his index finger at me, it may as well be a loaded gun. You didn't hear that. Yes, Mr. Moretti. Hear what? I'm gonna have to remember 8, 9, and then 7. Hear what? Hear what? I like this kid. He's sharp. Alright, get lost and have a good time. Race mixing cringe. You don't think much. In goes Big Head. Are you sure? Lunara mod would be peak. She needs some love as well. I'd like to do art for a Lunara mod sometime in the future, but for now the mod fatigue is real, I bet. Mia takes me to the garage where she sits her pride and joy. A car that she had turned from a junker found in the scrapyard into a mean, shiny-looking hot rod. I've seen it before a few times at school in the parking lot, but never been this close. I always felt like there was an invisible barrier keeping me from inspecting it further. Now here I am in Mia's temple, countless hours spent laboring over this beast of an automobile by her, and it shows. Its red paint may as well have been her blood on it. She tells me all about the work that went into it, with a string of jargon I can barely comprehend. The TLDR of it is that she turned a lemon into a hot tamale. Slide on in, shades. She opens the passenger door for me and then skips around to the other side. I park myself in the leather seat and take it in console. It's all analog, nothing digital in here, with the exception of the CD player. My gearhead Dino GF takes her throne and starts the ignition. The car roars to life with an eager pumping of pistons. Ooh, that hurts. Come on, just a little bit longer, body. Come on. Puts in gear, right hand remaining on the shifter, and her left hand on the wheel that has a knob mounted on it. We peel out of the driveway and onto the road. When at a red light, she pops in a CD from an album that has 2 cartoon light bulbs on it, one dressed like a pirate. She flicks the track and a furious guitar melody pumps through the speakers. I don't know what reference this is. The song is loud and heavy, but very melodic. Lie to my face. Tell me it ain't nothing. That's what I want to hear. Take the lie to the grave. That's what an old friend told me. Look what it did for him. We crash. Oh, I almost thought it was a crash. Hey, this is from Snoot Game. We go to a soda place first to quench our thirst and knock out some math homework. When I pay for the beverages, I'm asked if I want to donate to a charity. I chip in $2 and then we find a table. I've never chipped in for a charity. None of these charities benefit me. You actually donate to a charity when asked? Sure, why not? You know, that's when big companies collect donations from customers. They just make the donations in their name, not the customers, right? Why does that matter? Because then they use it as a tax write-off. Really, they may as well just be asking you to pony up a little more dough so they can pay less taxes. Well, maybe, but as long as it's going to charity, why does it matter? Dude, if you want to donate to a charity so badly, there's always local ones that aren't headed up by administrators who don't make 6 figures to sit on a board of a non-profit. Really? Well, what kind? Local food banks or animal shelters, or hell, even just a church. Trust me, if you donate money just to feel good about yourself, then you'll get more bang for your buck by donating to small charities. Big charities are like big corporations. They're all run by liars and swindlers peddling bullshit. I guess that makes sense. I just feel a little guilty if I don't donate. And that's how they fucking get you. They guilt you into doing shit like that, but they don't actually give a damn themselves. Hell no. It's all performative bullshit. Think about how Ben seemed to have always been putting on a performance that belied how he actually felt underneath. To imagine a single person acting that way out of a grim necessity is one thing. But to imagine the whole world being like that fills me with dread. Mia's absolutely based in this mod, damn. Mia's actually moment. Oh no, this is where we had a date with Olivia, and I think one of the endings. Mia takes us to a place that has a more laid-back working-class vibe. It's a nice-looking delicatessen? It's a word. We get in line and are able to scan the menu thoroughly before ordering. Now what looks good? Oh, this is a choice, huh? Yeah, let's impress her with the meatball sub. She totally won't fucking get on our case about that one. The roast beef, turkey, and pastrami with melted cheddar and provolone. Or the meatloaf sandwich. Well, two of these are probably wrong. I'll just go with the order comes with chips and a drink. Mia gets a sandwich loaded with fruits and veggies. I like this place already. Told you. We dig into our meal and begin chatting. So you got your love of movies from your dad? I guess so. He's always been a movie buff. And you like acting, which is why you're in the drama club, right? Sure, the drama club is good practice. Have you ever thought about becoming an actress? Once, but the more I looked into movies and television, the more put off by it I got. Why? It seems like most actors become miserable washouts that are constantly being scrutinized by every little thing. Sounds like a nightmare. But it sounds like a nightmare. You're just going about your business doing whatever. Then you fuck up or do or say the wrong thing in front of a crowd of people, and all those judging eyes are on you, talking about you and never letting you live it down. It just seems like a losing proposition. I don't even know why some people want to become influencers online. And here I was, still with aspirations of possibly becoming an influencer one day and having hundreds of thousands of followers. She makes a good point, though. I still remember how time stood still when I realized my winning entry in the art contest wasn't my own, and that cold fear of being outed as a fraud. Then, of course, there was the night of the formal when all eyes were on Olivia and me by proxy. Well, that doesn't mean I still can't do something with photography, even if it's just creating a magazine. I still have to not show my face and keep my opinions to myself. But you definitely want to get into mechanics. Absolutely. When did you learn to have a passion for that? Well... She lowers her voice just above a murmur like she's embarrassed to talk about it. Well, I played Lego Racers one time. When I was little, my dad wasn't always around, so it was just me and my mom. Was he away on business a lot? No. He was inside. Oh. And me and my mom always didn't have a lot of money, so we'd get stuff from the church donation box. I remember wanting a dollhouse when I was really little, but they didn't have one. So my mom settled on Hot Wheels and Matchbox. They had plenty of toys for boys, though. So I was joking about the Legos. Guys, Lego Racers is peak though. I did have fun with Lego Racers. Mia's absolutely... Wait, I read that. No, I read that. I was joking about the Legos. They had plenty of toys for boys though, so I got a bunch of Legos and tried making my own dollhouse. At first I was disappointed that it looked nothing like what I seen in toy catalogs. But then, I started to like playing with them more. I liked using my imagination to make anything and just started making whatever weird shit I could think of. Then Dad got out. Oh, Dad was arrested. That's what you mean by Dad was inside. I'm dense. Then Dad got out and we moved to a nice place that wasn't some shitty Section 8 apartment for once. He got me a bike and showed me how to fix it and if the chain got loose, and then gave me tools to take it apart. And I'd spend hours doing that sometimes. That's neat. I kind of wish my dad taught me stuff like that. Mia out here beating people with Legos. Yeah, someone needs to draw Mia with like a Lego rod, just beating one of the other kids up. What did he teach you? Mainly stuff about the business world and socializing. Well, that's boring. So anyways, I used to spend a lot of time with my Uncle Tuddy. Still do, actually. He's not actually my uncle, I just call him that. He's always been like family, him and almost everyone else in Dad's outfit. So Tuddy would always let me tinker around on his car in his garage when he saw I had a knack of... So Teddy would always let me tinker around on his car in his garage when he saw I had a knack for machines. He used to call me his junior mechanic. That's pretty cute. Yeah, I guess it is pretty cute. If you tell anyone, you're a dead man. Understood. So that's how I got into that stuff. Some people tried telling me it was unusual that I was like that. Who did? Dad. One of my teachers in 7th grade, here in Volcadero Bluffs, not long after we moved here. She tried telling me I was doing boy things by playing with their toys and acting aggressive like them. You're kidding. Nope, she just made me feel self-conscious for doing what came naturally to me. And then she had the gall to tell me not to tell my parents about our conversations. Oh no, Mia getting groomed as a kid? Oh no! Oh no, stranger danger. So naturally I did it because I'm not going to let some dumb asshole from the government tell me when to keep things from family. My parents were pissed, so were Uncle Tuddy and Uncle Mo. And then they pulled me out of that school and sent me to another junior high. I'm awfully sorry you had to go through that. Not to mention, telling a girl she can't do boy stuff without being one is kind of misogynistic, don't you think? Of course it is. So why would a woman do that to a girl? Because they get off on doing that shit. Teachers are the biggest authoritarian assholes on a power trip. That's why I fucking hate them. Not all teachers are like that, though. But enough of them are that it's a problem. That sucks. It happens all the time. And then they deny it up and down if you point it out. I'm glad you didn't let anyone tell you what you had to be to follow what you love. I'll fight the world tooth and nail before I ever let them do that shit to me. I know what I am. I'm a girl. I'm a bitch. And just because I like being a tomboy with an attitude doesn't mean I still don't like to doll myself up and feel pretty and be proud of my sex. And you do look very pretty today. Seeing her face light up at my compliment strokes a furnace in my chest. Thank you. Oh, that came out weird. Thank you. Date over. Time to go home. Sprinkling Legos in the school hallway for people to step onto. Stealing their shoes beforehand. Mia is beating people in Lego City. Thousands of kids screaming in agony that day in that school. Don't show up to school tomorrow. Mia's bringing her Lego guns. We spend the rest of the day driving around in her car while she plays her favorite albums and we talk about movies and anything else. But she takes us away from the busy freeways, down state routes and country roads with far less traffic. Past small towns and farms and orchards. That's where she's gonna start speeding. I know these people. They always go down the beaten down roads to go speeding. Been there, done that. Anytime she finds a long stretch of the road, she floors it, and the fear and excitement gets my blood pumping. Yep, called it. Then we go back to her place for dinner. Oh boy. Wait, this is the Fang house. Did Fang move? Actually, it'd be her, at this time it'd be her parents. Like the Fang and Nazer would be long gone. I guess Samantha and Ripley downgraded to a old folks home or some shit. I don't know. That's not Miss Moretti, is it? Inside the kitchen, I see Mia's... I guess so. I guess we're not doing Spider's logic here. Inside the kitchen, I see Mia's mother making dinner alongside another dino, a T-Rex who's absorbed in the act of slicing garlic to paper-thin proportions. Don't put too many onions in the sauce. I don't put too many onions in the sauce. Catherine. It's not Cassandra anymore. How do we even know she's Catherine? She didn't introduce herself. She rolls her eyes as though she's merely tolerating Uncle Tuddy being in her kitchen. She breaks off from her cooking to shake my hand. Hi, I'm Mrs. Moretti, but you can call me Catherine, or just Kathy. So you're Inko. Yes, ma'am. Me and I have been having fun doing homework and watching movies together. I was a little worried when she had broken up with Ben, but you seem like a nice boy. You seem nicer than him, if anything. Thank you, but we only just met. Sure, but Ben was kind of a weirdo anyway. Gee, that's real nice, Ma. Talking about him behind his back and all. Kathleen raises her eyebrow. Oh, like you didn't say much worse. I feel the tension rise as a silent battle takes place between Mia and her mother. Then Catherine turns her attention back to me. So are you going to stay for dinner? I'd love to. It smells delicious. Tuddy, do you have any more steaks for our guest? I got plenty. You ain't vegan, are you? No, sir. I like a good steak. Good man. So how do you want it? Well done, medium, or rare? Oh, Inko's going to say well done. Watch. Oh, I get the choice. Oh, Lord. We'll just play it safe. I like you. Bring some Lego-proof footwear tomorrow. I expected to dislike Mia, like I always did, but this mod fleshes her out that much that I actually like her. Some good stuff here, still expecting it to crash down soon. We're making fan parents of our own because whatever. Well, I can understand if you don't want to follow Spider's stuff because, you know, it's Spider. I completely understand. Here comes the lewd art of Catherine. First Christy Stolbert, and now Catherine is on my list of MILFs. Guys, help me. Medium. I've heard that cooking red meat too much burns away a lot of the nutrients, and that it's best when it's medium, please. The T-Rex puts another cut of beef on his griddle. That's always a good middle ground to stay in. Medium it is. Those steaks always smell up the joint something fierce. Oh no. Oh yeah. Vegan noses. Sorry, Kathy. So other than math, have you been helping Mia with art? No, Kathy, I'm afraid I'm not much of an artist myself, except for photography. Well, Mia's a great artist. Just look at what she made last year. Oh, this is gonna be Olivia's stuff, ain't it? Well, no, last year was Olivia. Oh boy, here, drink. Time for lies. Oh boy. Nah, he don't need to see it. He's seen plenty of art like that by now. But you did so well on it. Just look, Inko. Kathleen directs my attention to a framed oil painting on one wall of the kitchen. Watch his smile just disappear. Yep, he is right. I have seen plenty of art like that. Kathleen folds her arms proudly. I just noticed, like, Catherine's doing the merchant pose. It just hit me now. Catherine's a merchant. Are you sure, Mia, you don't have some Rhino Rex in you? And to think she believed she was no good as an artist. Oh wait, that's Catherine, not Inko. Never mind. Don't matter, I'm still going to become a mechanic or an engineer when I graduate. I still cherish that one fan art of Christy that ever appeared. Yeah, that was pretty good. I've done it unintentionally, I swear. Yes, but at least you know you could do more than that if you just put your mind to it. Whatever. Art ain't gonna pay the bills. Only losers with tunnel vision pursue it. Oh no. Oh no. Olivia. Always with the optimistic thinking with you. Again, I feel the tension rise, but both women let merciful silence take over as though agreeing to a truce in the presence of company. Henry joins us at the kitchen table while Uncle Tuddy and Kathy lay out the spread. The steak before me indeed looks delicious, like it came from only the best cut of beef, and the tortellini smells better than anything I've had at any restaurant. This is really good, both the steak and the tortellini. Why, thank you, dear. You like a good steak? Sure, I've been to plenty of steakhouses with my parents. Good man. Conversation is pleasant. Catherine tells me more about how they moved from the Northeast years ago, along with other members of their family and a few friends. I tell her about how my parents and I are always moving, but it's just us, no one else. Henry, you heard anything from Richie and his boys? Henry clears his throat loudly before answering. No, I ain't heard much from them lately. Tuddy's massive fangs work his bite of meat while he stares at the parasaur contemplatively. Well, I heard that they're getting themselves involved in certain business I don't want around us. Henry shrugs. I wouldn't know anything about that. I hardly talk to those guys no more. Besides, I got plenty on my plate as is. The last thing I want to do is take on more business. Cuddy nods. Alright, well if you do see him, tell him I don't want to see any bad business. I'll relay the message loud and clear. You do that. You sure didn't hear nothing around other stuff they're involved in? Nada. Come on, Tuddy. Would I make a fucking jerk of you? T-Rex stares at the parasaur a long moment before answering with a smile. No, I know you wouldn't do that to me. Or your family. He punctuates his statement with a large savage bite of a steak. A part of me wants to say this is AI, but I have no proof. I have no proof. After dinner, we head back into the garage so Mia can explain more of her car. Truddy follows us. Yeah. Mia took me for a drive all over in this today. Yeah, she's a real beaut, ain't she? My junior mechanics really come a long way. I can call you that in front of your boyfriend, can't I? Sure, Uncle Tuddy. I already told him you taught me everything you know. And along the way, you taught me a thing or two. I'm real proud of you. Thank you. Just wish Ma appreciated it. I'm still sore she sent me to a freaking art school. She means well. Just remember the fourth commandment. Yes, Uncle Tuddy. Tuddy's gaze then falls on a crate full of what looks like wine bottles. Hey, what are those anyhow? Oh no. Oh, it's just some wine Dad procured recently. Rare vintage. You want one? Sure. He plucks a bottle of wine from the middle of the crate and hands it to him. T-Rex inspects the bottle with a discerning eye. Ah, good find, anyway. I should get going. Yeah, we gotta get going too. Think he still needs a ride back to his place. Alright then. Mr. Nito. The sudden formal address catches me off guard. You take good care of me, alright? Keep her on the straight and narrow. Will do, Uncle Tuddy. That is definitely AI. It's got the slop look. I know, right? Don't know where this background's from. Mia drives me back to my house before letting me out. She leans towards me with a sultry smile. Oh no! Oh no! Sex part 2! One impromptu makeout session later, and I'm walking inside, my head still swimming. Okay, it wasn't sex part 2. It was the prequel. Oh no! Oh no! Ben, chair! Don't make me get the fucking electric collar. Ben and I are finishing up our latest project. Even though our new photography teacher isn't quite the same level as Idekin, we're still learning a lot from him. I'm feeling more like a real professional all the time. Makes me think Ben and I could even start our photography business once we graduate. I've run the idea by him a couple of times, and he seemed enthusiastic. So, Minko, what's up? So, you and me have been dating. Punch part 2, let's go! I guess there was no way that was going to stay on the down low, considering that she'd announced to Olivia her human anatomy studies with me. That probably got around fast. It's just fast. It's funny how slow it took for Ben to address this. Yes, we have. I certainly didn't see this coming, and I almost feel responsible. How so? Because if I hadn't broken up with her, and she and I would still be dating, and all of her problems would still be mine to deal with. Look, Ben, all we've been doing aside from homework is watching movies at my place. She hasn't done anything bad, at least as far as I know. I've seen some things, I bet. I've seen what they do down in the basement, Inko. It's not pretty. They got a whole interrogation room down there, Inko. Don't be next. If anything, she said, she and I have been getting along really well. That's good to hear. Well, what about Olivia? I'm done with her. She's a spoiled, selfish brat, and I'm tired of feeling sorry for her. Hint, hint, Ben, that means you gotta get with her. It's only fair. We're trading bitches here. She hates it when people feel sorry for her in her condition anyway, so why bother? I see. I just hate the thought that something I've done has affected her again, even if indirectly. It's not your problem, it's hers. How she decides to feel about things is on her. I suppose that's true. Anyway, I guess I'm glad for you and Mia if you're both getting along well, and I wish you the best. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Like what? I mean, if she asks you to do anything illicit, then don't. If she hands you a crack pipe, don't smoke it. That was a constant worry in the back of my mind, and now that Ben has brought it up, I can feel a sense of dread coming on. I hope there's a reference to Crackhead Mia in here. That'd be fucking Kino. Mod of the year. But it's not like she's asked me to do anything like that yet. Believe me, Ben, I won't. I know she's not perfect. All I can do is help her and try to set a good example. Good luck with that, buddy. I tried. So anyways, I was thinking you and I could hang out and watch a movie. That's what Mia and I have been doing. I suppose we could, as long as she isn't around. No offense. I'm still trying to distance myself from her for both of our sakes. That's fine. I thought we could just get together for after school for a change. Hit the auditorium, play some rock ring. He smiles earnestly. Sure, that'd be great. And accompanies me to the metro after school. He's quite talkative on our walk over, as though there were something pent up in his chest wanting to get out. So, wait, he's gonna follow us back home, and I bet, Mia's gonna... Oh no, is the thumbnail coming true? I have to play through this day. It makes me glad that I invited him over. Oh no, here we go. That is until Agent Cunningham shows up. Ben already knows who this is, so he's been talked to before. Yummy, yummy water. Ah, hello, Mr. Nito, Mr. McKnight. Hello, Agent Cunningham. I guess I shouldn't be surprised Ben has already met him, though it still catches me a little off guard. How are you gentlemen today? How are you gentlemen? All your ship all your base, it's been so long. All your base now belong to us. Make your time. So, it's been a while since I've heard that meme, man. You gotta cut me some slack. I told you already, I don't know anything. I understand, but sometimes we know more than we think. It's just a matter of retracing our steps and thinking backwards from the present. I do it myself when I can't remember where I put my keys. That never helps for me, buddy. I got goldfish brain. Metacognition works wonders. I've already told you, I want nothing more to do with her. She's out of my life. I forgot to take my meds today. I don't know anything. I'm schizoing. I plead the fifth. Virtually no one is ever out of our life. I've got an ex-wife I'd like out of mine, but she still lingers like a bad penny. The cock-blocking Agent Cunningham? Oh no. Mr. Cunningham. And now I'm saying... Oh, Mr. Cunningham, Ben and I are just heading back to my place to watch a movie and hang out. The G-Man nods. A classic pastime. Before you ask, that's all me and I have been doing as well. Just watching movies at my place on the weekends and nothing else. Well, that and a little homework. If you know what I mean. Agent Cunningham nods, apparently satisfied with my explanation. Deal with it. I see, and I won't bother you two anymore. But do remember my contact information. I trust you still have it. It's in my wallet. Very well. Good day. He turns and leaves, and it's eerie how he's able to disappear into the crowd. Ben, I notice, still looks shaken up. Did he touch you somewhere, Ben? You're right. Sorry, Inko, but I'm gonna have to take a rain check on your offer. I just want to go home now. Oh, that sucks. See you later. Movie night becomes a weekly thing with Mia and I every weekend. Sometimes we even do 2 nights in a row. We end up watching each other's favorites and get into the habit of quoting famous lines at each other. Happy trails, Hans. Come on, Cohagen. I've got what you want. Give these people a, what? I don't know. Botany Bay, oh no. We got tactical smart bombs. Phase plasma pulse rifles. RPGs. We got sonic electronic ball breakers. We got nukes. We got knives. We got pointy sticks. Put on the glasses. Not this year. I mean, he's already wearing glasses. Careful, you idiot. I said cross her nose, not up it. Sorry, sir, I'm doing my best. Who made that man a gunner? I did, sir. He's my cousin. Who is he? He's an asshole, sir. I know that. What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole. And his cousin? He's an asshole too, sir. Gunner's mate, first class Philip Asshole. How many assholes we got on the ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes. My dear sweet brother Numpsay. I can see you're busy. It's the most fun I ever had with anyone. It's Friday and Mia invites me over to her house again. I bet you this is where things get a little sketchy. We pull into her garage and when I step out I notice the crate had contained all those bottles of wine is now down to only 2 left. Guess they must have really enjoyed it at meal times, or one of her parents is a lush. No cup chair. Rip corner stool, yeah. I made that thumbnail for nothing. What do you want to do? Did you want to watch a movie here? Much as I'd love to unwind right now, I kind of want to get this homework over and done with so I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the weekend. That's a good mindset to have, and I'll help you as always. Thanks, I knew you would. What do you say we get it done in my room? Oh boy. Oh boy, this is where things are gonna get... Highway to the danger zone. Oh boy. Will your parents mind? They ain't here right now. We're actually out of town for a few days, so we could have the whole place to ourselves if we wanted. Just don't look in the basement, Inky. Are they on vacation or something? Something like that. Dad just needed to cool off after we had some unexpected visitors barge their way in like they own the place. From their tone, I know better than to ask. Ooh, here we go. Let me... No! Get off! Get off the screen! I want to look at all this. But a lot of it's blocked. Well, I could always peruse the files by themselves after this is all said and done. It's the second time I got invited into a girl's room. Mia's room is completely different from Olivia's, but for a few similarities. For one thing, they have similar taste in music, a fact which is lamentable as that could have been a bridge for them being friends. The Red Bruiser's room has posters for different metal and rock albums. The most conspicuous one being right above her bed, it depicts a gloomy industrial setting with a flying pig hovering ominously overhead. I tried to look at it, but you're kind of blocking it. And on her bed are two plush stuffed animals. One is a dog with a bone in its mouth, and the other is an ant. Have you ever had a dog? Why? Just curious. Once, just some mutt we got from a shelter. He got really sick and had to be put down a year or so ago. Guess I kind of miss him sometimes. Sorry about that. What about you? Never had a pet. My parents were always so busy and they never got one. I considered getting one myself, only we're always moving, so... An awkward silence follows. Like Olivia, Mia also has an older gaming console hooked up to an old TV, which is surprising because she never talks about video games. Yeah, what games do you like, Mia? I didn't know you were a gamer. I didn't know you were a gamer. That's my dad's Patchy station. Which one? The original? I mean, 2 could be considered retro too, you know. Maybe even, well, 3 is literally on the funny retro preservation site, so technically that's retro too. It hurts, but it's considered. That's my dad's Patchy station. He and I used to play on it a lot when I was younger. I hardly ever touch it though, unless I want to zone out before bed. I look at the games lying on top. There's Ridge Racer 4, Gran Turismo, and Road Gash. They definitely look like the kind of games she'd play. No NASCAR Rumble? There's a certificate on the wall, on one wall that commemorates her attaining a black belt. Oh yeah, you don't want to get... Maybe it was a good thing we ran to the elevator. I didn't know you were a martial art. You knew martial arts. Yep, I mastered the art of karate. As if I need another reason to never piss her off. Anyways, let's get this over with. And maybe we could play Road Gash and I could smear you all over the pavement. Pulls out her homework and we get to it. Sitting on her floor, we plow through the phalanx of equations while rock music plays on her phone. I drift out to the chorus of one song for a bit. Snootify, we are the priestess of the temples of Syrinx. Our great computers fill the hollow halls. Snootify. Our concentration is broken by the sound of the front door opening downstairs. I told you this is where this goes south. Oh shit. Your parents' home? No, it's not them. It's Tutty. Hey bitch, where are you? Oh no. Oh no. Let me guess, it's the drug dealer. Or some shit. Or, hey bitch, where are you? You still owe us for that gram of crack! Makes a whining sound like... A whining sound I never heard from her. It's fucking Myra. And she is... my long-lost sister or whatever. Second cousin. My fucking cunt of a cousin. She speaks softly as though afraid Myra would overhear. Oh boy, new sprite works, huh? We head downstairs to greet Myra. Mia looks over her shoulder at me as though to reassure herself I'm still with her. I wonder just who the hell could make her of all people so nervous, especially enough for her to lock her bedroom door before leaving. Oh no, a muscle mommy. Muscle mommy hours. They made Mia bigger. They took the enlarge tool and made Mia bigger. My question is answered by what looks like another Mia, only a little bigger, a little older, and orange-scaled. No, they just gave Naomi the steroids. It's Naomi on steroids. We approach her and she greets us with a sadistic-looking grin. Damn. Sup, Mia? Who's the spear chucker? Maintain a stoic demeanor. Hey, Myra, this is Inko, my boyfriend. Your fucking what? Boyfriend. What happened to that blue pipsqueak? Was even that douche too much for you to handle, so you need someone weaker, like a fucking skinny? My face burns. I don't know what I should say. He ain't weak. He's actually got a lot of guts. So fucking what? He looks like another weakling like your last couple boyfriends. You still ain't woman enough to handle a real man. Oh, who's your boyfriend then? Just see Principal Spears coming, like a Principal Spears type person. No shit, no, her boyfriend's like Solly or some shit. Hey, Spear Chucker, how long you been dating Mia? About 3 months now. Why do you care? Oh, no need to get so defensive. I'm just messing with you a little. Don't need to take it so personally. We're just meteor dodgers using some colorful language. No big deal. So you shag her yet? This is reminding me what it was like when I first met Mia. Frankly, that's none of your business. You... What do you want, Myra? You getting mouthy with me? I just want to hang out with family. Your dad gave me a spare key so I could check up on you. God damn it. What was that? I said I'm fine. I don't need you checking in on me. Because you're a big girl now, right? You don't wet the bed. You don't wet the bed no more, do ya? Hey, what was your name again? Inko. I'm Inko, Myra. How chivalrous are you? Come on, you can stand up for your woman. Actually, I know Mia's pretty tough. I think she can handle herself just fine. Fucking lame. I knew it. You always need some simp boyfriend to gas you up so your ego stays afloat, right? You mean as opposed to hanging around the classless pieces of trash you date? I readjust. Oh, I'm real hurt. But look, enough with breaking each other's balls. In all seriousness, how are you? I'm fine. Inko's been helping me with math homework. That's great. What about you, Inko? Well, she and I have been having fun watching movies together. Aw, how cute. I love movies. Say, Mia, why don't you go down to the basement and get us some refreshments so we can chit-chat about movies like real good friends, huh? What do you say? Sounds amicable, but Mia's body language tells me Myra's being insincere. What's the matter? You ain't still afraid of the basement, are ya? No. But I wouldn't mind if Inko helped me find... No, let him stay up here with me. Stay with me up here. We could chat a bit. Gotta admit, he's pretty cute on closer inspection. Oh no. Oh no. Death by snoo snoo. It's Mia that gets the cuck chair. Oh no. Reluctantly, Mia heads towards the basement, leaving me with the Tangerine Tyrant. So hey, sorry about before. I didn't mean nothing by it. You know that, right? Sure, Mia can be pretty harsh with her language too. Speaking of whom... Oh, fucking what? You're not really gonna keep her company, are ya? Come on, you said so yourself that she's tough. She can handle a little trip to the basement. Come sit with me. She seats herself on the couch and pats the space next to her. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So, there's probably two ways this can go. We go to Mia, we go to the basement, and we see things we're not supposed to see. Or we sit next to Myra and we risk probably contracting whatever she has. Myra makes Mia look like an angel in that case. Gotta change the thumbnail for Mia on the chair next time. Yeah, I know what to do next time. I know what to do next time. Fuck, this is not... I guess sit next to her. This is not gonna be pretty. Oh... Well, it's almost 3 hours. Fuck it. No, thank you. I'm going to help Mia. She scoffs in disgust. Fucking fine. Hold her hand like a fucking little babysitter. Because I know if I stay with her, things are going to get worse with Mia. But if I go downstairs, things are going to get worse with the police. I follow Mia into the basement, almost double timing it to catch up with her. Halfway down the steps, she turns around with a gasp, eyes wide in light of the kitchen from the doorway. She breathes a sigh of relief when she sees me, and quietly mouths a thank you. We descend to the rest of the way, fumbling for the light switch on our way. I'm half tempted to ask her why she's afraid of the basement or the dark. Maybe trauma happened down there. The interrogations. I hadn't been bothered by the dark since I was little. Seeing Mia afraid is kind of cute. but also distressing. It seems Myra gets a kick out of tormenting her for this. We retrieve the sodas, then exit, and with her leading the way up, she step up the steps, and me forming a barrier between her and the dark. Okay, we didn't have to see anything, no. I could have sworn I felt something brush the nape of my neck like cold fingertips. Sure that wasn't Mia? Myra sits on the couch, glowering at us with contempt. Return with your night, sweetheart. I can sense the cold fury bubbling up in Mia. Anyone at school who talked to her like that usually got a punch, unless they apologized profusely. Myra only sneers at Mia, and though she isn't much bigger, she somehow seems taller and wider. Good thing being around Mia and dealing with her abrasive attitude had desensitized me somewhat, or I'd be trembling. We drink soda while talking about movies, though it feels like a one-way conversation with Myra talking at us and not with us. When it's apparent Mia can't take anymore, she seizes my wrists and yanks me towards the garage. Anyways, we gotta get going. I told Inko I'd give him a ride home. Well, come on, he's a big boy. He can walk himself home. Take the metro, whatever. No, I'd be a major bitch if I did that to him. Fuck's that supposed to mean? Mia yanks me into the garage without answering. Probably wrap up this day and then wrap up the stream. She's silent the entire drive to my place. When we pull up to my house, I turn to her before getting out. Hey, you want to come in for a bit? She stares ahead, hands still on the wheel, a moment before answering. Sure, I don't want to go home anyways, in fact. She turns to me. Do you mind if I stay the night again? I'm taken aback. It's as though she's afraid I'll refuse, even though I never have. Of course, you're always welcome here. She gives me a sad smile. Thank you. Can you order us something to eat? Richie's, right? Of course. I go to my list of contacts and dial our favorite restaurant. Richie's here. Hey, it's me. I'd like to order Mike's Special with extra... Mike's Special with extra... Hey, whoa, sorry, we can't make that right now. Some of our equipment is busted and things are really hot in the kitchen right now. Try some other time. When I tell Mia what he said, she gets a very worried look on her face. Oh shit. Sorry. That's alright, I wasn't even that hungry anyway. We plop down on the couch and browse for something to watch. She snuggles up next to me and I put my arm around her. It feels odd having Mia of all people lean on me as though my arm were a protective aegis. Yet when she sighs, I know she feels at ease with me. I hate that bitch. Why is she like that? I don't know, she's always been like that. I don't want to talk about it. Let me guess, she was in the basement and she done terrible things to you in the basement. She's quiet during the whole movie. Her gaze looks vacant, as though she's drifting in and out of the action. More like contracting pelvic fractures. I like pelvic fractures. I'm really proud of Myra's design. Yeah, she looks intimidating. Tomboy parasaur sandwich, oh no. I awaken in the middle of the night. Mia isn't lying in bed next to me. The glowing numerals on the bedside clock tell me it's past 2 a.m. Did she leave me in the middle of the night? Something's bothering me, though. I can't figure out what. I get out of the bed to look around. Mia's standing in front of Dad's liquor cabinet. The clinking of glass tells me she's rummaging through the bottles. Oh no, another bad decision. Mia, what are you doing? Oh, Inko, I thought you weren't going to drink anymore. Myra, she drives me to drink. Sorry, I don't mean to be a thief. I just woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. I was looking for the NyQuil. Trust me, Inko. I thought a shot of something strong would help. NyQuil's in the cabinet over there, Mia. You could chase it with some Benadryl. Just don't wake me up if you see the Hat Man. I've got a better idea. Why don't I make us some hot chocolate? Frickin' really? You're gonna serve marshmallows with it? Of course! Alright, fine. I set to making our warm beverages, and within minutes we're perched on the kitchen stools, warm mugs in hand. To answer your question before about Myra, she's just always been a bitch. And you haven't? I can see why you turned the way you turned out the way you are. She hurt you. Why though? Who knows? Have you ever heard of that statistic about parasaurs making up 60% of all dinos with psychological and personality disorders? Yeah, Inko, I'm one of them. I believe so. I tend not to put much stock into stuff like that, though. It comes off as reductive and generalizing. It don't matter if it comes off that way. It's still a fact. Stereotypes are based on fact, you know? Sure, but that doesn't mean Myra is that way because of what some statistic says. She rolls her eyes. I ain't saying she's that way because of what a stat or society says. I'm saying cunts like her are always that way, and everyone with pattern recognition just observes that it's a trend with my kind. Yeah, but still, that doesn't mean she lacks free will. Who cares? What difference does it make? Even if it's not all of us, a lot of us parasaurs are just plain fucked up in the head. Look at Ben. And my third cousin, Naomi. And that Elliot guy. Myra, Ben, me. Oh. Mia, who's Naomi? Inko don't know a Naomi. Hoshin versus statistics. Anon mentioned it in... Yeah, who drank the purple stuff. I remember that. Who's Naomi? Just another cousin of mine on my ma's side. Myra's from my dad's side. What's wrong with her? If you met her, you'd know. She's like Ben, but worse. She acts all sweet and innocent. But peel away the surface and you find a control freak always faking it till she makes it. It's like I told you that one time. It's all banal virtue signaling. None of it is nothing more than self-serving performative crap. But God forbid you don't humor their performance. Or else you get accused of being toxic or hateful, even though they're just projecting themselves onto you. I hate being around her. Hell, she even turned my first boyfriend against me. Which probably wasn't Ben? How and why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Sometimes I can't tell who's worse, Myra or Naomi. But Myra scarred me for life, that's for sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Was it the basement? Yeah. Do you want to talk about it? Just this one time, not long after we moved into Volcadera Bluffs, I was getting used to the new house and missing my old place. Yeah, this was like during middle school, right? And I guess I was still young and dumb enough to be scared of places like the basement. I thought the boogeyman would get me. And I'm getting to know Myra, getting to know what a bitch she is, and how she likes to put up a front like Naomi, only to drop the act when someone weaker than her is around. And the thing is, yeah, I have to admit, I don't like my parents' basement. It looks like a fucking ruins, dude. Like concrete walls, concrete floor. Thing looks like a dungeon. I know some people like have like carpet, like nice looking basements. Mine isn't so nice. Or my parents, I should say. I don't own a house. And this one time, she makes me watch a scary movie with her. Which one? Les Darvin's They. It wasn't a slasher fic, just a psychological and paranoia-inducing. But they made me afraid of dark places in my closet for a long time after. So, with that shit fresh in my mind, she lures me into the basement and locks me in there. I never screamed so loud in my life. Why, though? Does it fucking matter? It's because she's fucked up in the head. I screamed, she laughed. I could see why you don't like her. Yeah, it's a real sob story, ain't it? I mean, it's not like siblings don't prank each other all the time. I wouldn't know. Count yourself lucky then, really. That ain't all she's done. But anyway, you grow up with cousins like that who make you miserable and it's gonna mess you up. You used to think there was something wrong with me. Like, why else would they be so mean to me? Turns out what's wrong with me is just what's wrong with them. We're parasaurs. We're born fucked up in the head. Some of the worst dictators in history were parasaurs. Yeah, Stalin. Oh, may as well just accept what I am. Stalin wants better for you. Yeah, what does he know? He knows you have free will. Free will's a lie. So much how we act is determined by biology. It might account for patterns, but it doesn't mean you have to be ruled by it. Why not? Because that's just giving up. Sometimes I want to give up, though. You'd be letting Solly down if you did that. Who fucking cares? Solly cares. Guess someone has to. And he does. Yeah, but we can't just arbitrarily choose to be what we're not. We can still choose how we act. We sip our hot chocolate in silence. Mia blows on her cup, and the sight sends a pang of deep regret through my chest. What's the earliest memory you can recall? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I can only recall a few things from when I was 6 or 7. And even then, a lot of it is just me messing around on a Y-pad. I have very few memories of playing with other kids or other stuff. Ain't go growing up on that brain rot. Oh, that's sad. Yeah. What about you? I can remember as far back as when I was only 2. Really? Yeah. Some of my earliest memories are from my mom taking me to see Daddy in prison. I see. I wasn't old enough to understand what prison was. I think I thought it was the place where dads come from. Then as I got older, I saw it as a big timeout box where you're put if you're naughty. I mean, yeah, that's not untrue. Sure, but it scared me. So me and Ma would go visit Dad in prison every so often. He'd always look at my toys. I remember thinking he just liked playing with them as much as I did. And then he'd open them up and out would come all these shiny, colorful little things. Wait, you mean... Yep. No. She shrugs. That was how he made a living inside, by pushing. I mean, not that Ma and I ever saw much of it but scraps, but still had to live off of welfare for a while and keep his earnings on the down low. But when Dad got out, he had enough saved up, not just in money, but favors and credits with the right people, that he was able to buy us a nice house in the suburbs. I used to love that house. First time I explored that house, it was like an ending to Miracle on 34th Street or something. I know that must sound corny as fuck. Not at all. I used to love that house. I moved in when I was 7, and it felt like having a real home and family. Only I never forgot those memories of Dad getting all those little pills for my toys. I saw enough things from him and his crew that I could figure things out for myself. So one day, I confronted him about it. He denies it up and down at first, says I'm misremembering or imagining things. I need a drink. Give me some of that NyQuil, Mia. Only I keep pushing him on it, and he gets angry and I think he's about to hit me. But then he only smiles and tells me I'm too smart for my own good. That's when I started helping him pull off scores. Oh no! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. Oh jeez. Ma didn't like it when she found out. Neither did Tutty, so they made him stop. But I gotta admit, I had fun helping him, and I always got my fair share. And you know what? That's how I learned to score. A few bucks here and there for doing some shady shit. My mind wanders to Agent Cunningham's card still in my wallet. You burn that thing right now! She looks back at me and I clear my throat. I see. You already knew I was no good though, right? I mean, yeah, but I only saw you as the school bully. I didn't know or even suspect other things. And I don't want to know. Don't worry, it's not like I was about to tell you. You're a square guy. I nod. So yeah, that was life back home, living in that nice house and learning a few things from my dad. Teddy never taught me nothing but how to be a mechanic, though. He wanted to keep me from that life. It felt good, though. I mean, something had to. The voice comes out full of regret. What do you mean? You weren't happy? Not with the school I was going to. It was a mixed human and dino. Only us dinos are a minority on the East Coast. And when dinos are few in number, we tend to stick together. Not just self-segregating from humans, but from each other. You end up with cliques of herbivores and carnivores. The omnivores always bunched up with the carnivores. And I got bullied by the carnivores. It's hard to imagine you of all people getting bullied. Sometimes that's just how bullies are made. My priest told me once it's like an unbroken cycle going all the way back to Cain and Abel. But yeah, I got bullied. Carnivores can be pretty vicious to herbivores. And there was this one girl, a big dumb carnivore, not all sweet and nice like Grace. She used to joke that she was gonna eat me for lunch one day. Oh. Yeah, and back then I liked to draw things. I actually do have some artistic talent. Only the carnivores would always tease me because I think they were jealous. She takes a hold of her tail and runs her thumb across her spines. You ever take a popsicle stick and sharpen it against the ground like you were making a shiv? I remember doing that with a friend once, a long time ago. One day, I started sharpening my spines against the sidewalk. Didn't it hurt? Sure, but after a while, I became numb to the pain. So this one time, that carnivore girl comes up to me and says, I'm hungry, I need to eat something or someone. And I whipped her as hard as I could with my tail. I nod. It felt good to hear that bitch howl in pain. Did he leave you alone after that? Yep, in fact they all left me alone. Not just the carnivores, but the herbivores too. Can't say I left much behind when we had to move to Volcadera Bluffs. Although I did miss that house. I was sad to leave it. Felt like saying bye to an old friend. I know that sounds stupid and sentimental. It doesn't. Feeling for Mia is something new. I wish the actual game gave her this much depth. Yeah. Anyway, Teddy said it was orders from the boss for him and my dad to move to Volcadera Bluffs. I'd help Mo's crew push into new territory. Though I suspected it was actually Teddy's doing. But anyways, we've been here ever since. Mom made me go to St. Hammond, even though I think I would have done better elsewhere. I fully committed to being the bad bitch because I was so tired of being pushed around by everybody. I just wanted to put fear into them for once. Then I met Ben. And well, you know the rest. We share a peaceful silence and finish the rest of our hot chocolate. You feeling any better? Sure, I'm starting to feel I'm even starting to feel a little drowsy. Let's hit the hay. Sleep. So I can sleep. He has been acting subdued all day. She was quiet during PE and now she's silent while we're eating. Well, I said we'd end it at the day, so... Oh, this is a chunky mod and we're like 6 hours in already. It's crazy. Oh. If things go good and I'm actually figuring all this stupid tailbone rash shit out, I'm gonna try and shoot for Friday. I don't think I have anything happening Friday. That was some heart to heart, man. That's some mod, yeah. There's a lot of work put into this, that's for sure. It's crazy. Man, and then we got more after this too. And then we probably got like devlog coming out again. Like this, I'm not even in a drought, but then again, I've been like spacing these out too, except for now we're getting this one done like at our usual rate. It's usually I space them out so Hoshin could participate live, but we're back to the normal pace here. I think it's because Hoshin just doesn't want to see his work being played out, and I can kind of understand that. I'd be ashamed. Well, not ashamed. I'd be embarrassed of having my stuff be read aloud by someone else. No, I missed it. Fuck. Well, you get to watch the VOD. Great mod, 100%. Never thought I'd ever like Mia, but this mod made it. Ocean and Sabik doing the work Caveman on missed out on, yeah. I'm wondering how Exit 665 is gonna turn out. Are we gonna have some underdeveloped shit over there too? Or did we work out the kinks with the dev team this time? I'm wondering if there's gonna be another expose being dropped after Exit 665. Yeah, I could see Caveman on being a super shit show internally, even still after Wani. Damn, dude should be proud of his writing, yeah. I mean, he expressed shame for Don't Wani. I don't know, I enjoyed Don't Wani, but it's definitely an acquired taste for that one, seeing as it's all just misery porn. Should wrap this up. We're almost at 9, and I didn't get good enough sleep yesterday, so I was in pain, but I think tonight should be alright. I'll head out. I'll try and whip up a thumbnail for Friday and see how that turns out. I have to get the old juices, the old noggin juices flowing for that one. I hope you like the CGs, guys. Yeah, they were good. There's probably more to come, isn't there? There's probably CGs for the endings, too, if I had to assume. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night and go to bed. Tomorrow, if I'm feeling good, I might stick on what is it? Fractal Block World. I've been sinking time into that one. I want to get that one knocked out. I've spoiled myself to that game a bit and saw the game turns into a little bit of No Man's Sky, if you know what I mean. This game is big and it's also very small. It's big and it's small, and I want to play it. I want to complete it. Oh. There's less than I wish for, but well, resources were limited. It's good for what it is so far. I'm enjoying it, so I'm looking forward to it on Friday too, so hopefully we'll get to an ending by Friday, and then we'll knock out the rest of it the following days or day, depending on how much skipping is needed. But I'm gonna hop off. Tomorrow will be a game, and if not, Friday will be the mod. So we'll see you later. Have a good night.